Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. Glad to have you here. It's a beautiful, not beautiful. It's not, I lied, Jeff. It's not beautiful. It's dark and gloomy. I was trying to be positive, but nevertheless,
Yes, it's terrible.
yeah,
It's
I am.
awful.
It is. But I'm sitting here with a bunch of friends and I got a nice hot cup of coffee. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Not so bad a day then.
No, it's not. And I got a lot of work ahead of me today. Oh, boy.
Oh,
And then
goodness.
I got more work tomorrow. I work 6 days a week, Jeff. How about you?
Well, between writing and work, I work about 7,
There you go.
6.5.
6.5. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But of course, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit that like button and share. And I hope you guys do the same. And we got ourselves a little project here. We're going to kill a little bit of time. I don't see the creator with us yet.
He's going to be about 10 minutes late.
Yeah, no problem. I can kill that easy. Easy. I'm a gabber. Oh,
I killed 10 minutes before.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I
But
killed 10 minutes just to watch him die.
yes. But let's see here. Let me do this. Hopefully, you guys do hit the share button and let everybody know that we're working here. So they come on over. We do appreciate that. So Jeff, how have you been? How was your week there, brother?
Say it again.
I said, how was your week?
My week?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's asking about my week?
I am, sir.
Oh my God. Actually, I've been kind of
I
sore.
know you worked for 7 of the days.
Yes, well, 6.5.
Oh, 6.5.
That half a day I had off, that was spectacular.
Nice.
No, actually, this is pretty good. Been working on some stuff at work, and I've been revising my next book.
Mhm.
So I got to get revised by mid-June when my beta readers become available. So
there you go. Yeah.
And I'm pushing to try and get it released this year because I don't want to have to wait a year to release this book.
No, well, good luck to you, dude. I hope that all works out.
Yeah, the book's been getting some praise. I mean, my worst. Well, I've had a 1-2 star review, which I didn't quite get, but mostly it's 3 stars and above. Lots of 4s and 5s. So
that's cool, dude. No, that's cool. I'm glad to see you guys doing that kind of stuff. What is your normal day-to-day job, though, Jeff?
I write software. So
That's
I work at a place that I'm converting or helping to try and convert a legacy system, which is like millions of lines of code, over to a new platform. So, and it's very ugly. But I mean, I've done, as far as software goes, I mean, I've done just about everything. I've interviewed at Microsoft. I've done work for major companies. The last place I worked at was a global company. So I mean, I flew over to Europe, and I was lucky. I didn't have to fly out to the Pacific Rim, which is like a 25-hour flight.
I know, dude. I had forgotten how much of a pain in the ass that was, but I went to Malta a few weeks ago. Yeah. My God.
I had a first class trip back from Switzerland once, and they kept saying, that's all the basically all the beer and wine you can drink. So
sure.
I was lucky I could walk off that plane.
Oh, goodness gracious. I've done first class a couple of times, but it was always something that I didn't pay for.
Yeah, well, same thing here.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
I got upgraded, but yeah. Oh, that was great.
I got a question for you though, Jeff.
Yes.
When I was young, I had like a Toshiba computer, then I think I had a Commodore 64. But anyway, we're way back here, right? And I remember we used cassettes back then. We didn't have it was before the floppy disks, right? We just used the standard cassettes. And I used to get these magazines, and in there they would have like tons of lines of code. You can make these little games like moon landing and stuff like that. And I used to type those in and make those little things and put them on the cassettes. What code is that? What language was that?
Well, it really depends on the platform. It's probably BASIC. Did it have like little line numbers right before it?
It was like 10W something, 20W something. I remember.
Yeah, that was probably that. Say that again.
That's probably BASIC.
Yeah, it's basic, probably basic. Most of them did basic.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's how I started. I started with the ZX, I think it was ZX81, which was from Sinclair Technologies, and it came as a kit, and you had to solder it together.
Oh no, yeah, I had to put those together. I remember that. Now, does
Yeah,
that make
was
me a
fun.
coder then? Can I be a coder?
Do you do a profession? Well, yeah, I guess everybody's a coder
Yay,
then.
Gabby, I'm a coder.
There you go.
Hey, learn to code.
Yeah. But we
Oh
got
wait, I'm
Somali.
muted. I'm sorry. Yay!
Yay! Thank you, everybody. I can add something to the list. Somali says, "Good morning, people. What is up?" Well, sir, I'm good. How is Chester going to harry the talent today? I don't harry anyone. Yeah, I don't. I prefer shaved, to be honest with you. What will the talent
We
talk
didn't.
about while
We
Chester is
really
getting his
didn't
coffee?
need to know that.
Well, I do prefer him shaved. I do. Well, certain areas, not all of it. I kind of like hair on the top of the head. That's about it.
Eric's got it this week, though.
He is.
Yeah. Eric's gone. He won't get any shaved anything.
Why don't
Aw.
we have an Eric?
He's on his anniversary.
Oh well,
Aw.
God,
That's
lazy
good.
dude.
Partying.
Happy
He's
anniversary.
partying.
Party.
And I know Andrew wasn't feeling well, right?
Yeah, he was burning. Well, he didn't want to burn himself out this week because he's got stuff to do tomorrow morning.
Oh, I see. Well, we are waiting for the creators. It'll be about 10 minutes late, so we're just kind of killing some time. Let me go and say hello to everybody. Hi, Gabby.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Gabby. Now, Jeff is a computer dude, and Gabby is a manager lady. Yeah. Do you yell at your staff?
No. I've been told I'm one of the nicest managers that's ever worked at the store I work at.
So that means you're not good at your job.
No.
She's very.
I see. Yeah. You got to be mean. That's the rule. Anyway.
My leadership skill is I encourage people to do their job well. If they're not doing their job well, then they will see the ugly side of me.
Oh, okay.
Cattle prod.
There you go. Cattle
Then you
prodding.
send out
Yeah, that's nice.
Gobelina.
Yeah. Of course, you realize the actual truth of it is when I go into my school, the ladies are in charge. I don't really. Yeah, I'm there. I sign shit is what I do, Gabby. I do that a lot. I sign stuff.
That's also important, though.
It is, but mainly the ladies are just it's done, so I don't have to really. I'm not really in charge, Jeff, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, welcome to the club.
Yeah, I know. What about you, Amy? Hi, Amy. I see that cute little bunny. What is it that you and your sister Melissa do for a living? What are your jobs?
Our jobs. Well, right now we're working. Oh my goodness. Right now we're working on getting our game studio kind of put back together. So that's kind of our primary focus at the moment, besides other things, which I suppose would be a little bit of let me get you to play a song on the world's tiniest violin, right?
Uh-huh.
But that would be our primary focus right now. Let's just finished up our new game engine, and that's going to be cross-platform, which is really cool. So that's looking good. And let me think, is there anything else really exciting to report about all that? I can't really think of much else particular to talk about it. She knows a lot more about the programming than I do, I'm afraid. I just, make the layouts and kind of go, can the buttons sort of do this or kind of do that, and try and understand what the basic logic's going to be, and enough scripting that I don't have to bother her for everything all the time.
Well, that's
But
about my level.
mostly
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Yeah. So we're probably about the same level of coders.
Yes, I would say so.
Honorary coders.
Honorary coders. That's the title. We need a certificate. So Melissa, you're like Jeff. You're the lady Jeff.
Yes.
Lady Jeff. Lady Jeff.
Hope she doesn't have a beard.
No, I seriously not. I kind of
nowadays nowadays that doesn't matter. So
I can't imagine this little cute drawing as a self-portrait. I would assume, Melissa, is that what you look like?
Yeah, I kind of look sort of like that. My eyes are a little smaller, I suppose, but besides that, spot on. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go,
Some more
Jeff.
color.
No beards.
No
They're not
beard.
dwarves, for goodness sake. But alrighty. So we have well, let's see here. Go Sheldon. Hey, Sheldon, you're muted, by the way, sir.
I am muted.
And what is it that we're understanding people's work? What is it you do?
So I work. There's like these big lines. There's like 14 or 15 at my job, and they're like about 100 feet long. And on one end is called an operator.
Mhm.
On another end, it's called an inspector.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I'm in training to be an operator on there. But you could also mess up because like tens of thousands of dollars worth of product goes through the line. It's pretty easy to mess it up.
I would imagine, yeah. So this is a factory line.
Yeah,
And
factory.
what does your factory produce?
They mostly do like window parts, like the sides of the windows. Turns out they're called jams and headers.
Yes, they are.
And
they are.
stuff.
Yes, I actually knew that.
So if one goes bad, you have to kick out the jams.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I have actually hung a window and a door in my life. I have done both.
Oh my
Jeff.
goodness.
Your
Yes.
people who
So
name
you're
their
like,
kids window.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Have you
do
hung
that.
anyone else?
Yeah. No, no, Alan. God. Okay, so that's cool, dude. That's cool. Yeah. Those are excessively necessary places that never get talked about, right? You know, over here.
yeah,
they are.
they're struggling to find people to work.
Oh, really? Well, that's what the Mexicans are for. Isn't that right, Alan?
Yeah. I mean, see.
Thank you, Alan. But yeah, no, I imagine they are, especially with all this nonsense just went on. But over here in Japan, their TV is extremely boring. But they do put some really cool stuff on. They'll go to a factory and they'll show how does their assemblage work. You know what the engineering on how everything moves through a factory or conveyor belts and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, dude. It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, they have that on Discovery Channel here. How things are made. I think it's
There you
Discovery.
go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That I like those kind of things. They're fun. They're fun. Now we know that Keenma is a teacher. Oh, sorry, what?
I was just going to say, I saw one of those where they had Hershey Kisses. And it was like they make little chocolates and then they wrap them and it goes through the wrapping machine and you're like, what just happened? It's just like, like how in the world can you wrap a piece of chocolate that quickly? It just, how did something not fly off? Or
Right.
I don't know. It was pretty crazy to watch.
Yeah, well, you know, those engineers are clever. They are. That's for sure. Now, Kima, of course, is a teacher. Rosa is a fire jumper. Yeah. And
fire jumper.
she's a fire jumper.
That sounds amazing.
And a tornado chaser.
I jump, but it's like only 2 feet high. It's off the back of the Stewie and the Deuce and a Half. So.
Yeah. See, fire jumper.
When you're
Yeah.
you're only 4'11", it feels like it's like a whole 500 feet. So
that is true. That is true. That is true. Whereas I can just kind of, it's like nothing. It's smaller than a step.
Fire stepper.
Wow.
Yeah. It would be funny to see you and I standing next to each other, actually, Rosa.
We gotta make that happen someday. We really do.
Yeah. You know who's actually taller than I am? Doug TeNapel. Damn. That
boy. Doug is pretty tall.
He's like 6'8", dude.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, JD.
Hi, JD.
I managed to come here, but I won't be able to stay here for long.
That's okay,
well,
dude.
God, you can make it on for a while.
As long as you can, JD. Yeah, there you go. We're talking about jobs, and Rosa's a fire jumper. And Alan, I'm terrified to ask, what is it you do for a living, sir?
Oh, I'm a Chip and or Dale.
Oh,
impersonator.
Wow. Sweet.
I dress up like a chipmunk.
Yes.
And I dance for money.
You know, I may or may not have done Chip and or Dale stuff when I was younger.
Probably did.
Yeah. But you know, so that's good. So Alan is an exotic dancer. That's nice.
I'm lying. I'm the cowboy out of Chip and
He's a
Dale's.
rescue ranger.
Maybe Rescue Rangers. No, I'm sorry, Alan. What did you say you did? You were a what?
Oh, I'm a liar. I'm actually the towel at a Chippendales.
Oh, well, I remember those. They're alternatively called fluffers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a,
Was that too much, Jeff? Was that too much?
Yeah, that was like that was too much.
It's a bit too much.
Yeah, that
Oh,
wasn't just
well.
over the line. That was like at
I
least
mean,
a yard
I'm a
over the
rescue
line.
ranger.
You are.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, what
are.
Amy said.
Yeah. A rescue ranger.
Jeez.
Did you guys see the little funny teasers they've been putting out for the new Rescue Rangers? It seems as if they're doing multimedia, or at least they're joking about it. Meaning,
It's like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's Roger Rabbit.
but one I think it's
Sucks.
Chip is very high CG, and Dale is like old school painted animation, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the joke is
pretty
that
much.
Dale went through
It's a
a
commentary.
Hollywood makeover.
Yeah.
Got him
In other
all
words,
CG'd,
plastic
yeah.
surgery. Plastic surgery
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah.
Vlasic.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't understand why, but hey, it might work.
every
I got
every star does that stuff.
Yes, they do. The Hollywood diet and the cutting on themselves is a bit bizarre because it doesn't look good. But JD, you're last, but certainly not least. What do you do for a living? What is your job, sir?
Mostly take care of the house. Pretty much it when I'm around.
I see. So what is entailed in that job?
Oh, make sure the dog doesn't poop in the floor.
That
So am I here? Did I make it in?
you are here. That's a 24/7 job there, JD. You got to watch intently the whole time.
Yeah,
I
tell me
wish I
about
had
it.
that job.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't. Dog sometimes snaps at you. You're trying to take off the leash.
Wow.
Just
You have a
Just one
snappy
dog,
dog.
or is it a lot of dogs?
Yeah, he's kind of
That was
he's kind of aggressive.
It's a Chihuahua, dude.
Oh,
It's a
no.
Chihuahua. Just
yeah,
understand.
know.
so that's
Um,
what too. They're very complex.
Yeah. Well, JD, you have to have a presence when you're around animals.
No. I like the dog anyway. Trust me. Don't worry. He doesn't. Luckily enough, he likes me, so don't worry about it.
Well, but he mauls you on occasion.
Oh no, he doesn't maul me. He just tries to scare the crap out of me.
Oh, I see. So the Chihuahua has a
Maybe he's
devious
got a-
intention. Very good.
Yeah. But to be honest with you,
He's a-
he doesn't even bother me.
Tom?
He doesn't, phase me at all.
I see. Well, see, the problem is, JD, you can't start on one thing and then change to the opposite thing, and then both be true.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still true. He does snap. He doesn't bite.
And terrifies you.
Well, tries to at least.
I see. So you're dominated. That's perfect. But anyway, our
Yeah.
guest is finally here. Hello, guest.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
No.
How we doing?
Yay!
Okay.
Hello.
Well, we'll go ahead and get you guys started, and I'll talk to the guest here and take a look at the art. So go ahead and just get started, guys. Now, guest, could you tell us what your name is, please?
No countdown.
Well,
Yeah, no freaking countdown. Holy crap,
I
I
Chester.
mean, it's all good.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I'm
late, so I guess it's like kind of on me, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Fine.
It is, pretty much.
The artists are being bitchy. So could you please do a countdown from 5, if you don't mind, and make it energetic?
Don't harry us.
I shall harry you, sir. So go ahead, guest, and count down from 5 for the artistes.
5, 4, 3,
Ooh.
2,
Mhm.
and draw.
Oh, go,
Yay!
everybody! That was pretty good, actually. That was pretty exciting, Jeff. We'll give you
Yeah, that was
that.
nice.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Good job.
And I misplaced all my references.
Oh no.
That's how we're.
Okay. Well, it's much better than Booster, so it's not hard work, really. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, once again, my question I asked before I was rudely interrupted, guest, what is your name?
My name is Michael Odie. Hold on 1 second, guys. I got someone at the door.
Okay. So we have a
Shutting the
Michael
door.
Odin, and he has guests.
We're doing suspense.
Yeah, we
That
are.
sucks.
Well, I saw the
Yes,
I saw the
definitely.
spelling. It actually would be oden, which is a noodle soup here in Japan. So that's awesome.
Ooh.
Is
Yeah,
isn't that
Yum.
udon?
yeah. I was trying to make a joke.
I like
It
the
does
comic
make
book
me
company.
kind of
Oh,
hungry.
Don't correct the host. God,
Correct the
etiquette.
host.
correct the toast.
It is udon. You're right. Yeah, yeah. I was trying
Okay,
to.
cool. So
Oden would be this boiled stuff, just boiled forever, eternally. It's boiled, and it's vegetables
What,
and
Boiled
what happens to you? How
stuff.
does it feel?
sausages and fish stuff, and it's called oden.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
whoa.
That's not usually where most people go with my name, if I'm going to be entirely honest.
Yeah, well,
But
I'm here to be spontaneous.
but yeah. So as I was saying, my name is Michael Oden. I am the creator and founder of Nine Realms Publishing,
Hmm.
and
Yay.
writer of such stories such as Elysian Fields, The Embrace, and now our lovely little historical parody, SPQR's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, now, where of course I'm going to bring it up, and you can just check on my, you see right up here, Chester. You can click on it and follow along with me as these guys get started. But now, it was interesting because, of course, this is very Roman. It represents the government. It's Senatus Populus K Romanus, SPQR. And this is based upon JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm guessing it looks like it, which is neat.
That is
And we also have a remastering of Elysian Fields. So, but let's talk about the Bizarre Adventure first. Where did this idea come from? What are you trying to do with this one?
well, when I initially started building this campaign, it was actually I want to say in October of last year, and it was just focusing on the Elysian Fields remaster. I launched the mailing list, and I got in a whole bunch of people that were effectively like, hey, this is really cool, but like I already own the books. I'm probably gonna sit this one out, but like, best of luck, kind of deal. And I was like, that's more than fair. And then I was going through custody litigation at the time, going into November,
Hmm.
and so I had other things to worry about.
Tell me about it.
So, yeah, well, I mean, I was very fortunate. I worked very hard for that past year, and I turned out coming on top of the custody fight. I won primary custody of my kid,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
it was
Okay,
it was a
that's
pretty big
rare.
deal.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it was a hard fight, but I did it. But yeah. So
How
then
old's the
when
rascal?
he's 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
yeah,
He's a
it's
winner.
yeah, he's a little guy.
Those are good ages,
Aw.
Um,
though. They are fun at that
but
age.
Is
You
he
can,
yeah,
kind of
no,
like
they're
a spiky, or is he kind of this quiet kid, or is he a little more of a handful?
oh, he is the goofiest little kid ever. I adore him. Um, he he loves like he he has the problem in that he is way too smart for his own good.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I think
Hey,
it was
Valley.
about a month ago. We were at this like, local treehouse playground, and he was playing freeze tag with these other kids. And he had predominantly been the tagger the majority of the time because he was really enamored because the way that they were doing it is that they had like street chalk and they were using a piece of blue chalk to tag one another, and that's how you got frozen.
Ah.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden, he's no longer it. The other kids are going after him, and I just hear one of the other kids goes, "Hey, you got frozen. You have to stop. You got frozen." And so I go over and I approach him and I go, "James, you gotta play nice with the other kids."
Oh, sure.
And he's making these ghost noises, and I just go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I don't
Oh,
have
dark
to be
skies.
frozen. Ghosts are magic. Let's go through life." And I just completely stop in my track. I can't
Okay.
argue with that.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, you can actually. But that age is really good. You just dangle something shiny in front of them, they follow good. So, you know, yeah, great
Yeah.
age. Yeah, no kids. Congratulations to you, dude. But this thing
But
here now, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
going back into how that actually spun into this is that I work armed security and hours can be a bit wonky.
Hmm.
And we had this one week where we had a whole bunch of people on quarantine, so I was working a lot of 12-hour shifts, a lot of late nights going into like 2 to 4 in the morning. And so I hadn't really slept. And one of my favorite history pages posted that they were producing merchandise now. And one of their first things was this T-shirt of Cato the Elder with his iconic Carthago Delenda est, except everything was done in like JoJo style.
Right.
And
Well,
I
that's the
found
inspiration.
this very funny and just started laughing a lot at work. And then I just go, it'd be great is if, Julius Caesar was a stand user.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that would be really great. And so I did like a little sketch and I posted it up to Twitter, not expecting really anything. But then within like 5 minutes, I got like 20 retweets and like I got a whole bunch of messages on Facebook. It's like not Facebook, Twitter as well, being like, hey, you're gonna make that happen, right? That's going to be a real thing. And so then,
see.
well, I guess I gotta figure that out.
So, sitting here looking at just the top of the page, I see Julius and I see his standing behind him here. And I never was a big fan. My kids like JoJo, and I'm never a big fan. I don't like the artistic style. But the
It's
concept
definitely
of
wonky.
having psionic warfare be visualized that way was kind of cool. I like the concept quite a bit. Now, so Julius is here. Now, who is Julius fighting here? Pompey?
Yeah, he is fighting Pompey Magnus at the crossing of the Rubicon River. So, as you can imagine, the historical accuracy ends after page 1.
I imagine.
Like the setup, the setups there, like all the dates and everything like that, and like the pretenses there, like all that's accurate. And then once you get like literally turn the page from page 1, and Pompey's waiting for him there, and it's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
we have officially left the realm of any historical
Well, it
accuracy.
doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter at all.
Who knew
But
that old Roman farts were sexy?
yeah, who knew, right? I'm kind of curious what you did with Rubicon, because the Rubicon, of course, technically has been lost, but we know it was about like 4 feet wide. What does your Rubicon look like?
So the Rubicon is like there is a river that like we're pretty certain is the Rubicon.
Yeah,
And there are
that's right.
pictures of it. And so like that's literally what I did. Is the Rubicon's literally just like a trickle.
Yeah.
The water doesn't go up above anyone's shins. So like you literally have like most of the combat is happening in the river.
Oh,
Like
okay. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's neat. Now, instead of them, fighting in the east, you brought it up to the Rubicon, which is fine. Is there any love lost between Julius and Pompey, or what's the relationship?
Not the way it's written here. I really wanted this to emulate the Dio versus Jotaro fight from Stardust Crusaders.
Okay.
And so like I write Pompey as Dio Brando, and I write Julius as Jotaro Kujo. So like they are they have no friendship there. Although as you were alluding there, is like, they were a part of the third triumvirate together. There was a point in time where they were very close.
I think even at the
Pompey
end they were. Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard to say, because I do really think that Julius Caesar hurt the one thing that mattered to Pompey the most, in his ego and his pride, because he was going out and he was getting all this glory in Gaul, and Pompey was kind of just left in Rome, and he was when you look at the personality profiles of the triumvirate, he was like the worst person to be left left back in Rome, because his whole thing, he was always in glory count.
True.
Uh,
Well, and he
like
found much
The
glory in the
gall,
East, right? Well,
the
it's
gall of him.
the gall of him. Yes, the joke. Thank you, Jeff. But
Okay.
well, no, because the thing with Pompey is he had incredible successes in the East, right?
yes,
But
but
history always remembers Julius, which is interesting.
well, it's really interesting when you look at the rise of the triumvirate, because if you look at it from the standpoint of who these men were at the time, Julius Caesar is by and far the like bottom of the list of the people that you would have thought that would have come out on top of any of this.
That's fair.
Like Marcus Crassus was the piggy bank, and he won the Servile Wars against Spartacus. And then Pompey played major roles in the downfall of Mithridates the Fourth of Pontus,
Yes.
along with Cornelius Sulla. So, like, both of these men, massive military pedigrees. Julius Caesar's coming into the triumvirate, and the only thing that he can really provide at this point is he launched a very successful campaign going after the pirates that kidnapped him as a teenager. And he was a member of the Popularists Party.
Yeah.
He was good with the people, but the man was crippled with death because his family had fallen out of favor during Sulla and had been proscribed, because he was related to Gaius Marius. And he didn't have any military campaigns to his name at the time. And so literally he just starts seeing action when he gets sent to be governor of Spain. Really, and that's where his career starts, and he's almost 40 by that time.
Sure.
So like when you look at it, he is the absolute like underdog of the triumvirate. No one would have expected this man to be who he is and be the most prominent character in Roman history.
Sure. Well,
but he turned out that way.
It did,
and
thank
a
goodness
lot of
it did, because we
has
wouldn't
to
have got. Well, if it hadn't worked out that way, we wouldn't have gotten Octavius, and of course that was maybe possibly the greatest ruler in history.
Or the
I like
antics of Caligula.
Oh no, that's later.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Caligula's
Yeah.
great. I actually read a whole
poor
bunch
Octavian,
of
they
stuff on.
started to get a little squirrely.
Well, so like, what's really interesting about Caligula is I was actually reading some things recently, and there's some pretty decent points to be made that we have this skewed version of who Caligula was based off of these primary sources that they hated his guts, so they didn't want him to be remembered father. This is the same thing with Nero. Like everyone remembers Nero as like one of the worst rulers ever. But it's really interesting because when you look at the Roman history and everything, he was one of Rome's most popular emperors. And in fact, there was even, because his execution happened when he was in exile, there was rumors that went around for centuries after his death that he was actually still alive and would return and bring back the glory of Rome.
Yeah, of
like
course.
so it's like it's one of these things where how much of the primary source documentation about Caligula can you trust? And so there's a lot of people that talk about Caligula's craziness. It wasn't so much craziness so much as him trolling people he disliked. Like he put his horse in the consulship not because he's insane, but because he wanted the Senate to see how little he valued them. Freaking
Yeah, because
Good idea.
he was a disagreeable. He had a disagreeable personality.
Yeah, there was a lot of evidence though that
Well, I mean,
Caligula was
that'll happen
absolutely debased human though. But Nero is a completely different conversation. Nero he basically drank way too much. And back in those days, the rich people drank out of lead goblets, and he basically poisoned his damn brain because he drank too much.
Oh
And
no.
that's why,
Doubt
in
it.
the end of his time, and when it came to, he started doing all that crazy shit, including killing his sister and or his wife. I mean,
Well,
and other stuff like that. I
that,
think Nero was
this is
simply
what
a victim of stress.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that to an extent. I think Caligula, there is evidence of his debauchery, but at the same time, even the primary sources state that Caligula's reign starts off really good. It
Oh, it might
isn't
well.
until
Yeah.
it isn't until he gets mysteriously sick and they're about to name like the next emperor, and he recovers and starts having people killed, that all of a sudden Caligula's the worst thing ever. Um, so it's like it's very clear that there was an assassination, like by people who thought they could do better, and that caused him to go off the deep end. If we're gonna confirm primary sources, or he could have just been a dick to people he didn't like. I mean, the guy was also the person that built the aqueducts.
Yep.
So it's like there's got to be some level of sanity there. Like that's really
Probably.
Well, I
Well,
think you're highlighting one of the biggest differences when we look at also who are they products of. The reason that Caesar succeeded, and we talked about what he didn't have. He didn't have political favor. He was not really considered to be super powerful, even though it's part of the triumvirate.
yeah.
Caesar is a product of the Republic. He isn't a heavy drinker. He will drink, but he's not heavy. His whole work is the ambition and the use of his mind. As a result, he's not poisoned like his following progeny and the Caesars that follow after him, the emperors that follow after him. He is a completely different product. He comes out of the Republic, and they have a totally different attitude. As you get further and further into the Roman Empire, that idea you're talking about, that they're actually an emperor, that it's God-given, that these things happen because they're divinely inspired, as opposed to Caesar just literally beating his way to the top and also charming his way to the top. He knew how to make friends as well as enemies, and he knew how to make those connections, and that requires intellect. But it also requires a work ethic that did not happen under the empire so much, especially at the very top levels. And that's how we see Caesar really rise to the top. So maybe not political favor so much, but he had so much else that comes out of the Republic.
yeah,
And that is ironic. That
I'm
the
pretty
very
sure the
Republic he
Gauls
built.
thought he was an asshole.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they did. They sure did.
If I learned anything from Asterix, he didn't
That's
like
true.
him.
No, that's true. That is true. Well, I am going through your page here, Michael, and looking at all the stuff you have up for options here, which is cool. And you're already over 1,000. So you're
9,000.
almost 8,000. Yep. So we're over our goal, but of course, more is always good. So you must be feeling good about that, dude. Michael?
Probably.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did we
Uh-oh.
lose Michael?
You lost him.
Lost them.
Oh no.
Hey.
Hey, that's the question.
Crypto's in here. Hey, Crypto. So that's a good. We like to see that. We've been noticing. Eric's not here, but Jeff, we've been noticing that
he's not here because he's on
it's his anniversary. Yeah, I know.
anniversary. That's what I was about to say.
Jeff, we've noticed that actually Kickstarters tends to be making more money these days, right, for comic book stuff.
We have noticed that.
We have noticed that.
Yes.
We have, Jeff.
Yes, it has.
But here we have an example of something on Indiegogo making some money, which is nice.
Yeah.
What is that? Not in yen.
It's about 8,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty
Are there
good.
like
Oh, it is pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can get. We got 116 backers too.
We do.
What is that?
132. Yeah. Well, because I've been kind of leaning toward trying to, advise people to use Kickstarter for their indie. I understand all the arguments of John Malin and that stuff over Kickstarter. I get it. I understand. But it's simply an easier place to sell your book than Indiegogo. However, here's an example that that does. Now, whilst we're waiting for Michael to get back, I think I'm just going to take a look at the trailer and then come over and look at the art. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. I'm doing it now. All right, we got some music, we got some panels. It's an interesting way to lay out the panels.
What about it?
I love the rendering on the black and white.
Yeah, it is good, isn't it? Wow, perfect. Dude, I'm gonna have to give that a thumbs up. It's a good length. It's just showing off thing and maybe a little bit of word bubbles here or there, giving some information. Might have been a nice addition, but yeah, that's not a bad little trailer, dude. Not a bad little trailer. All right, let me come over here to the other side and start taking a look at the art. Looks like we lost our guest, but that's all right.
Music needs bongos.
Yeah, I probably would have chose
Music
different
does.
music, but I think the idea was correct, you know. But let's come over here, and Amy is already finished, of course. So
I'm going to ask him some questions.
I'm
he
sure he'll be
vanished?
back. He'll get
Yeah,
us
he'll
up
be
there.
right back. His computer shut down.
Yeah.
Oh,
But hello,
no.
all you wonderful
Oh,
people
yes.
in chat. Oh, Amy's being sweet and nice. How ironic.
I think she does that all the time.
It's kind
Has
of
hell
hard to
frozen over?
switch
Mhm.
between chat and Discord and into YouTube without the audio kind of being a problem. And so I thought, I know, I can at least say hi even if I can't read what everybody's saying.
Oh, I see. Yes. No, it's probably better just to use the chat from the YouTube. You can pop it out, by the way. You just go up to the little three dots, and there's an option there. You can pop it out. That's what I do. Makes it easier for me to move the chat around so I can put it wherever I need it. But anyway, this is very, very cute, Amy. What is your brush-headed Caesar going to be doing now?
Well, I thought it would be nice to draw Michael's little boy dressed up as one of the characters from his series.
I think
And I
that's
was
awesome.
just going to ask him, ask him a little more about, like, does he have, like, a favorite? Does he have a game
Yeah,
that he likes? Or
just don't make him a ghost.
and-
Don't do that.
No, I won't make him a ghost. You want him to live a long and healthy life and
That's
not
right.
be a ghost at all.
That's right.
So, and maybe ask him, like, what color eyes he has, so I can try and do that right.
You
So,
can.
just ask a couple questions.
Yeah, when he comes back, you should ask him that. I think the brush head certainly looks better, but just to let you know, that's a very Hollywood thing. Actually, historically, there were feathers.
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I bet that would be nice. I guess I kind of felt like there might be like a brush kind of laying around. You could kind of, I don't know, how to glue it on the top.
Doesn't that
Dude, that would have been cool though. Feathers? Why don't they do that more often? That would look so much better.
Well,
Maybe I could-
like most things, Hollywood has kind of skewed the image and knowledge of the universe. So, you know.
It is.
That's the point.
It's kind of
That's
funny.
what they do.
I remember.
For you guys.
Thanks, JD. That was uplifting.
No. I meant
Yeah.
the Highwood guys. Highwood. I'm just saying Highwood.
Highwood. I don't know where Highwood is.
Hollywood.
Oh, Holly.
Holly-
Oh, Holly.
Hollywood.
Good, because I was getting a little concerned.
Sorry, it's hard. It's hard to pronounce it for me.
It is Hollywood
Hollywood.
land.
Hollywood.
Land.
Hollywood.
Now,
That's just too many letters.
It is. That's why they fell down. But I kind of wonder, does Hollywood have an abundance of holly trees?
It should.
Yes.
Well, there
I
you
don't
go.
know.
Or maybe it did until they turned it all into wood.
Oh, wow.
That's
Probably.
right.
Oh, maybe.
And
It
then
was,
also,
yeah,
or maybe they turned them into Matchbox. Like in very bad sets that might burn or crush all apart and kill people.
JD's
According
on a
to-
roll today, Jeff.
According
What
to
was that?
Jordan Maxwell, rest in peace, Hollywood is what druids used to use to spellcast, and that's why they use
Yes.
that name for that city.
I am so
weave their
glad
magic.
that you helped me finish my joke. Thank you, sir.
It's
Oh,
for
boy.
magic.
You had a druid joke?
Yeah, it was. But no,
Went over my head.
casting spells.
Hollywood killed Balder.
Casting spells.
Hollywood killed Balder.
Is he? Yes, they did. You are right. But it's funny because at the end of Ragnarok, the one who walked out of hell and was alive was Balder.
Oh my
True.
god.
Yeah.
Talk about that Thor movie?
No, I'm talking about
mythology.
Yes, and he
we
also
shan't be talking about that movie because we have some dumbass Natalie Portman when we should have frickin' Sif. Okay, all right.
Yeah, she's dead
What
now.
yeah,
happened
he
to
also
the
helped establish humanity.
Yeah,
And the King Valkyrie.
and
what
King.
happened to the Heroes 3 and Lady Sif? Like
Oh,
for real.
Hella
They're
murdered
dead.
them in a throwaway 3-second scene. Didn't you notice?
That okay. Yeah, no, I noticed that. It really made me angry.
It did. It pissed
That
me
made
off
me
too.
so angry.
Yeah, it pissed me off too. I was like, what? The disrespect. But this is the thing. You get so many people these days who don't understand the product, right?
Tell me about it.
They don't do the research. Yeah. Now Armoron is doing a man today, Jeff. I don't know how I feel about that.
She's a man, baby.
Okay, that's
Is he
not what I
allowed to
meant.
do that?
I'm
I mean,
not
is that like
sure.
isn't that like against his core principles?
Or contract even?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not armor on.
I
That
think
is
I got
Armoron.
that.
don't have
I was
contract.
hanging in the chat. Who was asking the questions about the kid? About my kiddo?
Oh, it was me.
Okay, so as far as what James looks like, he is mixed. I'm Caucasian and his mom is Latin, so he's got a bit of a tan skin tone. He's got bright brown eyes, and he's got like a button nose.
Aw.
Hey.
We
Adorable.
don't say tanned. I think that's racist. I think you're supposed to say olive.
What?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Technically,
Whatever,
now hang on. Tan is more brown. Olive is more green.
Hey now.
Yeah,
Hey
I'm
now.
green for
I'm being
That's only in Japan.
politically
Just
correct
saying.
for the feminists, Jeff.
dude. Suck.
Tan
What?
is not olive. Sorry, no.
The feminists are not worth it.
He's more of a
trust me.
Bojangles box color.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
that
seen
works.
a Bojangles box, but whatever.
Well, he sounds cute though. That's good.
He's a very sweet. He's a very sweet boy when he is not throwing temper tantrums. But I mean that's part of the.
Pretending to be a
About it.
ghost. Yes.
That's
Oh,
part of
anyway,
what I
man,
have.
I'm
that
getting off
that
now.
just made me laugh. I was not
Yeah.
expecting.
It sounds
See you
like
later,
he's
JD.
created
Later,
his
JD.
dad.
Later.
Hey, JD.
Bye.
Just like that, he's gone. You
Yeah.
miss him all.
No.
Well, you know,
I did want to make a comment. Chester was talking about the horsehair being a misconception from Hollywood. So it really depends. The Greeks used a lot of horsehair on their Corinthian style helmets,
Mhm.
and obviously the Romans took a lot of notes from them because they are the Greeks had several colonies in southern Italy that influenced a lot of Etrusco-Roman culture as well. But so when it came down to the Roman centurion and everything, Chester's 100% right. Generally, their crests were first of all sideways, and second of all consisted of feathers, dyed whichever color was prominent to the legion, and then but the equestrian class, like the generals and everything, they generally had either a feathered plume or horsehair, depending on which they preferred.
Huh.
And a feather boa.
and
Am I the
gotta
boy?
have the
Am I-
boa.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Just to let
That's
you
right,
know,
brother.
Michael, one of the
Used to
most
look fabulous.
one of the most difficult things you're going to have as a dad is not laughing. Actually, yeah. When you're supposed to be stern and disciplining and educating, don't laugh. Don't do
Oh,
it.
I'm aware. I am aware. I've already had a few moments like that where it's like, it's hard because you're like you want like it. you kind of feel undercut by the humor of it, but you have to make sure you drive the lesson home. I've definitely had a few instances like that already.
Yeah, it is
Like,
difficult. Yeah. But anyway, to our chat and listeners, hopefully you guys are drawing along. As usual, we do draw along every week. We're doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure meets Julius Caesar, basically, which is, I think you can do a lot with that. And just make sure you go over and drop your draw along either here in the chat, or not the chat, over on Twitter at hashtag DNQFE. Once again, hashtag DNQFE, or over in the draw along chat on the Discord, which the link, of course, is up here or it will be. No, there it is right there. Good job, Jeff. So definitely draw along. I think this is a fun one to do. Your imagination can easily run away with JoJo and Rome, ancient Rome. So now I'm assuming you're an anime dude. Now, are you the writer and the artist and the colorist and the everything?
no. I dabble in art. Like I do sketches and character sketches and stuff like that. But I am a far cry away from any sort of sequential work. I am the writer of the series, and I bring in a lot of freelance talent for this. For SPQR, I worked with her name's Kari Salviejo. She's from the Philippines. Absolutely phenomenal artist. Probably one of the most fun people I've gotten to work with. She's very energetic, very enthusiastic. Has an incredible work ethic. She was averaging about a page a day. On when we were doing production on this.
Nice.
And she's absolutely phenomenal. And I think obviously like the work speaks for itself. It's this perfect blend of Roman aesthetic and Iraqi artwork, and it also, while it pays homage to both all those things, it also still has her own inherent voice as an artist in there as well. I think it was just the right blend of everything, and I really do think that it's just a stellar thing. It has I always joke with people, for a concept that was a result of sleep deprived self indulgence. This book is way better than it has any right being. But it's a blast, and it's been really fun to see how it's brought people in. When it comes down to the indie comic community, I think that one of the biggest things is expanding markets, getting new customers in, and manga. Over the past 2-3 years, I believe there was a study done. I'm blanking on which one, but they effectively showcased that there was a 160% increase in manga and anime sales domestically in the United States. Over the last year.
Yeah, we covered that on my show, for sure. We've been following the manga surge, but I was curious though, because obviously this is very manga inspired by your artist, and I saw one of the panels, and it had Julius on his, I think it was Julius on his horse, and above it had do 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 do. Why do 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 do?
It was I was grabbing the kanji that Araki uses in JoJo.
Well, that's katakana, but okay. Yeah.
It's not?
It's katakana. It's not kanji, yeah.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
That's okay.
But
I should shut up.
The point
Chester
is
knows his Japanese food.
Okay, and that's more than fair. And that's the whole thing. Is I was trying to make it as authentic as possible, and whenever. Oh goodness. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Okay, we lost him again. Oh well, something happened. The
Just
4-year-old
sneezed
is
himself
ghosting
off the
again.
stream.
He might have superpowers.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
He might be RH negative 12,000 positive.
He might be. Yeah. And this is really cool what Alan's doing. I love that. I love the perspective. That is neat, dude.
So, anyways, sorry, I am back.
Yeah, hi.
Anyways, so what I was saying was is that I like whenever JoJo has something like big or epic happen, it has those characters going across the page that are meant to kind of be almost automatopoeia
Okay.
from like what you would see from our end. And like I had to go like when I was doing this, I'm a firm believer of if you're going to commit to a shtick, you go all in. So when I was writing this and everything, I went back and I read all of Stardust Crusaders, and like went over and over again, specifically the Dino's World chapters, to try and get a sense of Araki's story beats, his storytelling, and like making sure that I got the right nods. And so like that was one of the big things, is that you would have these kinds of characters pop up all over the place. Hold on one second, guys.
Yep. Well, he is having issues, but okay, I get what he's saying. So the creator of JoJo would put little sound kanjis in there to express something depending on the situation. So what would do mean?
It's effectively
Rodeo.
Why maybe?
action.
Why? Maybe.
It's effectively like based off of what I found is it's supposed to signify something ominous or intense is about to happen. Is what the official explanation was when I was because like I went through and he uses very specific sets of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was looking at them, it was like this one was for something intense is about to happen. Like a character has entered into the when a character enters into frame for the first time, you'd have this kind of set of kanji or katakana.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Cool. Awesome. I was just kind of curious, but I'm not a manga reader, so I wouldn't really know the culture of it over here. But
I did the same in the Godfather.
that was that's different.
Is that a
I hear
machine
that
gun
music
noise?
right before
That
something
was
happened.
it was perfect, by the way.
That was good.
Judge me.
My boy, my beautiful boy.
You're such a sweetheart.
Look what Gabby is doing here. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So how long did it take you to put this book together?
This one was pretty quick because the whole point was initially for it to be like an ash can.
Oh.
It's kind of grown a lot past that. It's now going to be like a 33-page floppy, but it's printed manga style still. And so we're working on the last 6 pages because we unlocked 6 more pages as part of a stretch goal. But the book was done within the first week and a half of crowdfunding.
Oh wow, that's cool, dude. That is cool. And Gabby is giving a beard to our Julius, which is neat.
This is not. I don't know if you guys. Okay. So I was looking at the book and I didn't know what to draw, and then I want, since in the description it said that it was a historical parody, I thought I would draw Armenian. Armenian.
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear that. Say that again.
I'm drawing Armenius.
Armenius.
Oh, Armenius.
Okay. And why
Really?
is he bearded?
Because he's a German. He's a German barbarian. He betrayed the Empire at Teutoburg.
I know he did. But he was Roman at heart, though.
Was he
Yeah.
really?
Germans.
The reason why I'm giving him a
Could you do
beard
that
is
to
because
Rome and really be Roman at heart?
Well, Roman, that's a good Roman. They would appreciate his actions. That's how you do.
How did they do Caesar,
Okay,
right?
What's the
I'm
quote
giving
from
him.
Caesar? I enjoy treason but can't abide a traitor.
Fair enough. Yeah. Cool. It looks great though,
Two
Gabby. Looks
Brute?
really good.
Thank you.
Let's go over here and
Sorry,
check out.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time talking. It's based off. There's actually a statue of him in Minnesota,
Uh-huh.
and in Minnesota, he's known as Herman the German.
Of course he is.
Really?
Of course he is.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, when he went in and started ruling over them and making his very successful war campaign, I would he might well have put a beard on, actually.
I see Kinma's drawing the embrace. That's turning out real good.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to kind of transition into the other two that you have talked about on that page. So let's get into. Let's do the embrace first. What is that about?
So earlier in this, I was talking a little bit about the custody litigation that I was going through last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the beginning of last year, I was in a pretty dark place, and it was a rough time. And so I came up with the concept of the embrace to kind of channel a lot of that darkness into something constructive.
Yeah.
And so I made this. I was having issues writing the script initially because I couldn't visualize the character. So I ended up getting recommended to an up and coming Australian artist, Dean James, who's phenomenal. And I told him what I wanted to do with this character. And so, like, effectively, the premise is that you had this guy who a year prior, his kid was murdered, and the investigation hasn't gone. The investigation hasn't gone anywhere, and so he's about to take his own life when the ghost of his son shows up, and he gives him this revelation of the things that happened that night, showcases what happened to his dad. And so when he comes to, he's in this like super suit that's powered by the ghost of his son, and he's got these arms that are effectively his son's arms wrapping around him and protecting him. And so effectively he and his son are now this superhero called the Embrace, and they're going out after the people that murdered his son to bring them to justice.
Oh, that's different. I like
It
that.
sounds like the son did that more to save his father, though, than to try and avenge himself.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeff, are you there, Jeff? Can you turn your mic on, Jeff? Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I have to step away for a second. If you can take over, please. And
Okay, I'll take over.
Mike, please keep talking about the Embrace and then the Elysian Fields. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, you got to go get your coffee.
No, well, I'll
Forget the
probably
coffee.
do that too. I might as well do it at the same time.
Coffee.
What I ended up it's hard for me to tell who's talking and what have you because there's so many panelists. But when somebody had said I think it was the lovely artist that's doing that adorable picture of James. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. But yeah, like that was the whole point, was that I wanted it. Normally when you see the father son dynamic in media, it's the father's trying to kid. But the way that I've always pitched it, the way I've always told it to people is Clarence, the dad in the Embrace, he's our narrative vehicle, but the hero of the book is David. The whole point is that David sees his dad hurting, he sees his dad's anger, and he sees all of these things that his dad is going through, and he can't stand for that anymore. And he comes down, and he's kind of there to remind his dad of the person that he was, and not let that person be corrupted by the hurt.
Great. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. He gets a chance to be with him for more, at least to help him through his grieving.
Yeah, and that was the whole point. Was I wanted, as I said, I wanted to take this thing and turn it this darkness that I had inside me and turn it into something constructive. I was going through a rough time, and when you're going through a separation and divorce, and you've got a kid, it doesn't matter how well intentioned anyone is or anyone tries to be. There's going to be hurt feelings. There's going to be a lot of pain, and so I took that and I made this, and it resonated with a lot of people. It's by far my most successful crowdfunding campaign to date. We had just shy of 300 backers, raising over 15 grand. It was outstanding. Yeah, and we even just won. Rob Arnold was doing like a CG deathmatch character thing, and the Embrace won after like a month, which was really impressive. And when we won with like 63% of the vote.
So you didn't
So
just
it was a
win,
steal.
you trounced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serious trouncing.
Pretty much every round that we were in, we won by over a 50% margin.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So like, it's resonated with a lot of people, and it's very humbling for me because it was this dark time and what have you, and it's funny because it's the first issue in like a 5-part miniseries, maybe 6, but like it was very difficult for me to finish the script for the second book, which I just did like about 2-3 weeks ago. It was hard getting back into that headspace. But it's something that I knew that I had to do. And I am really excited to get the second book out to people, and that, one of the big reasons for the campaign that I have right now is to kind of act as a war chest, so that way we can put in a very sizable chunk of funding into whatever the next project is, which will be the Embrace 2. And yeah, like it's a very powerful journey, I think. And the thing that really does make it unique is, as was stated earlier, it's the sun. The sun isn't there for vengeance. The sun isn't there to get, like even with when he's coming back, David, that character, he was 8 years old. He doesn't have malice in his heart. Like he had good parents, and yeah, he's upset that his dad's hurting, but one of the big taglines that David has is justice, not vengeance.
Cool.
They're not going. It's not like, in a lot of ways, this was inspired by things like The Crow, and Todd McFarlane and Robert Kirkman had a book called Haunt as well that played a pretty sizable part of inspiration, and for me anyway. But like the thing that really does set it apart is that when they are going after these guys, it's not revenge. They aren't going after them and and like killing them or anything like that. They're bringing them to the police. They're a superhero, like the reason why the suit looks like the way it does is because David and Clarence bonded over comics. Like,
Of course, that was something they shared together. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because superhero costuming and design can be a little hard to, work out, but that really does make sense as something that they shared. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
and so oh, go on ahead. No, you please.
It was Tolstoy that said that real work, real creation comes out of suffering. People that are happy, they have a hard time writing a great story because they're like, everything's cool. It's hard to come up with that conflict. When you started writing out of that darkness that you had, and people don't realize this when they're going through that sort of pain, because part of what you're writing about is the potential of you losing your own son. And you literally are writing this into this story. When you put that grief, and I actually have been, because I work with people that have lost children, and it is a tough place. It doesn't matter what age they are. If it's to lose them to murder or to drugs or to alcohol, whatever you lose them to, you're constantly trying to call them back somehow, to go back through to see what you could do differently. There is no pain. The worst pain is to lose a child. and the second is a divorce. They say there's nothing greater than sin. You've gone through both, creating this beautiful image of love that transcends that boundary, that transcends this death. And you've created this world where you could connect, and you connect through comics. And so you created a unique individual. And actually, I would love to see this for parents who have been through this suffering of losing a child and not knowing how to deal with it, to be able to look at your comic possibly as a means of working through their own trauma, because we have a lot of folks out there that think they're the only ones. And so you did a beautiful thing in writing this character out of that sorrow that you had, and just go back to the place every once in a while to keep that, because that's where great writing comes from, is suffering.
And you know, to that effect, you know, I like if you want, I don't know how much overstock I have left of the Embrace, but if you have anyone that you think that it will help, I'll gladly send you a copy.
Oh, I would love to see it. It sounds just wonderful. I mean, if there's a digital copy or something available, maybe we can find that. But it sounds like such a great story. I do like.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know that's the whole thing. Is it's like, you know, it has been very humbling to see how this character has reached out to people and how people have responded to it, and I am excited to keep the story going, obviously. And you know, I already know how it ends, and it's you know, as most good stories do, I will say that, you know, when it comes to its conclusion, it will come full circle. You know, Dave came there to save his dad, but by the end of the story, Clarence is going to rise to the occasion and save his son. So,
Wow.
like, because that's got to be, like, you know, when you're talking about narrative and what have you, everything has to, like, your character has to start in one place and finish in another. And Clarence is our narrative vehicle, but he's also a character, protagonist. He's and if he's not going through that, you know, he's just static the entire time, what's the point, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, like, yeah, on, you know, I think that and you know, I hadn't even thought about getting this book out to organizations that deal with parents that have loss. That's definitely something I'm going to be looking into in the future, whether it's loss from divorce or loss from, you know, a child passing. If this character can help in any way, I definitely would love to do that.
So who is the artist on The Embrace?
His name is Dean James. He is an Australian artist. This was his first book.
Wow.
And I was very, very proud to help him come out and, of the woodwork. Nobody really, like, he did a bit of streaming, and so people knew him as kind of like a personality, but most people didn't realize he could draw. I was recommended to him by a friend who knows him personally, and I had him do the initial character sketch, and when he sent me his initial work, there were a few things that needed edits, but like, I knew, I was like, yeah, this is the design. You want the artist on the book, and yeah, you know, he's been absolutely fantastic. Great guy, really good friend. You know, he's been there listening to my venting rants from time to time whenever I've had issues with certain things, and just incredible person to work with.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I just took a look at the trailer. I would normally show it, but, you know, I don't have control of it.
Well, like the trailer that we had for the Embrace was a teaser that we did for pre-launch. It's still it's good, but like, we're gonna up our game quite a bit on the next book.
Yep. So, normally when Chester walks away, we usually talk about Chester.
Yes, you should do that.
You do know he owns a mountain, right? And a yacht. A good section of Malta.
I would love to chat about that, but this is actually like my first time I've interacted with Chester.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you still
like,
make it bad? He rips off ears.
It's interesting because, like, normally when I talk Roman history, like, I'm not having that bounce back. But like,
you
I'm
get a
like,
lot of
okay.
Yeah,
I was just
Chester
like,
is a Chester. I think Chester is a PhD, and he's a philologist.
I
Yes.
yes.
oh wow.
It's
Oh,
Greco-Roman
why
wrestling
why
champion.
are you not pluralizing my PhD, sir?
I
Oh,
don't know how many
man.
PhDs you have.
Fair. No,
Look at him. Oh my goodness, the
yeah.
games.
No,
All
exactly.
all I know is that you know how to look at
I'm only
grocery lists in
gushing a lot.
cuneiform.
That is true. I do. I do. It's funny you say that because I actually do that. No, I'm just a philologist, dude. I'm a language history guy.
I mean, I dig it, man. Was that was the first thing that was like drawing me back. It's like, oh, is there any love lost between Poppy? And then you would make a comment of like, well, they're not having the showdown in the East. I was like, well, okay, you actually know what you're talking about. Let's up this. Let's up this. Like
Yeah.
Isn't that
most people are like, oh, cool, Rubicon River. That sounds nice. And I was like, this guy knows about Pharsalis. Let's talk.
Yeah, well,
Rubicon.
I
Oh
It's
would
a
man,
love
game,
to.
dude.
I would love to engage you far more, but see, every time when I get into one of my anthropological rants here, I get yelled at. So,
You do not.
Ooh.
yes, I
well,
do
I
actually.
I
I
mean,
encourage you.
nerd.
I only yell. I only yell at you when you insult the artists
That's true. That's true. But
Oh
or the
man, that
host or
season
the
sick.
guest or both.
yeah,
Oh man, look at that.
yeah, there's some really cool stuff, and we're gonna definitely go through all that at the end. Do keep in mind, we hope you guys are drawing along, and just take your draw along. Once again, this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure meets ancient Rome, right? So I think it offers a lot of opportunity. Make sure you drop that over on the Twitter at the hashtag DNQFE. Once again, hashtag DNQFE, or you can go right over to Discord. Links right there. Thank you very much, Jeff. And you could drop it in there, and we'll take a look at those at the end. But no, history talks and stuff are always a lot of fun, and Julius is one of the more better known individuals. I think it's kind of unfortunate, to be honest with you, because there's so many other people of the Roman era that were way cooler and more interesting than Julius Caesar. But hey,
I
it is what it is.
I don't know about way cooler. I mean, like the guy was deified for a reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like what Caesar accomplished would never really be rivaled as far as like martial prowess until you had people like Trajan and Aurelian.
Yeah.
Like you know, the siege of Elysia alone, where you had like what was it, like 30 miles of earthwork and fortification, building 2 walls in under a week, blocking in both an invading force of allegedly 80,000 and a reinforcement force of well over 100,000 Gauls, and he won,
Yeah. Well,
bro.
that is a good point. But the interesting thing about that, a lot of people, especially with the Hollywoodization of everything, they always show the Roman legions as being just these soldiers. They were far more military engineers than anything, because they would march
Oh,
daily and
that was the
stop and
beauty.
build a castium every freaking day, dude.
The secret weapon of the Roman legionnaire wasn't the scutum, it wasn't the gladius, it was their shovel.
It was the shovel. Yes, it
Right.
was. That's true.
You know what? If it wasn't for Julius Caesar, we wouldn't have Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor.
Fair.
An amazing salad.
Or Orange
That's
Julius.
Or an amazing talent. Yeah, exactly. The best portrayal of Caesar in any Hollywood style medium, in my opinion, anyways, is Kieran Hines in Rome. I think that he does such a great job.
It was
I
good,
really
but
liked that series.
radically inaccurate, but yeah, it was fun.
Well, I would say season 2. Season 1, it has your standard Hollywood inaccuracies, but there's authenticity to it that you wouldn't find in most things.
Yeah, fair.
I love season 1. Season 2 I adore for all of its flaws, but it was very clear a product of they knew that they were being canceled, and so they had to rush literally
Everything.
decades of
Yes.
storylines
Yes.
in such a limited scope. But I think that they told their story well, and it's crazy because when I was growing up, I used to hate Lucius Farinus a lot. Like I just thought that he was just such a stick in the mud, and now he's like my favorite character from the show. Because like as you grow up and get older, you realize, oh yeah, responsibilities are a thing.
They are. That's true. Well, I did. I did. Well, I did appreciate that they showed the. I'm pretty sure it was that show. But in the second season, they showed Octavian's basically elimination of his opponents. Right? That was cool, dude. That was cool because a lot of times they don't talk about what Augustus did. They don't, right? Because and I thought that was really cool. I also liked in that series.
Prescriptions 2.0.
Sorry, what?
The Prescriptions 2.0.
Oh yeah, but the other thing I really liked about it though was with Cleopatra and Julius Caesar. I mean, she gave him a kid, but that was very political, right? But
Yes.
Anthony was, I believe, if you read everything, I think that was love actually. And that show.
I think that Cleopatra and Love had. I think that Cleopatra did have something with Mark Antony that was unique. I would hesitate to call it love solely because she immediately tries to turn around and do the same thing to Octavian.
Well,
not even.
She's a political
not
beast.
even
I
like
mean, that's what she is. Yeah. But
yeah,
I just
oh,
go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Man. What I was just gonna say is she feigns suicide so that Antony will commit suicide, and then she doesn't commit suicide until she realizes that she can't swindle Octavian the same way she swindled everyone else.
Yeah, no, Octavian was the man, dude.
Yeah. No, well, let's agree. He was great, but let's be real here. Agrippa is the reason for Octavian's success.
True,
that man.
But Octavian is possibly the greatest sandbagger in history, dude.
I would agree with that, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he understood the real value of narrative and story. Like everything that he does throughout his reign is meant to create a subconscious link to Numa Pompilius, the second king of Rome that identifies Rome's peaceful construct. Like Augustus is the first and last figure that led Rome to have the gates of Janus closed ever during his reign. You think that was an accident?
No, of course
not even remote.
Yeah, no,
that was symbolism.
Octavian was a freaking genius, dude. I mean, he created government, is what he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because I don't think that it's really interesting because Julius Caesar. There's a lot of talk. Oh, he should be considered the first emperor, and I'm like, no, because it's very clear that Caesar was actually like when you look at what he was trying to do, he was trying to fix the Republic and also set himself up so that he could just continue doing campaigns after campaigns until he died. Was really what Caesar was trying to do. He was trying to fix a broken system, but the moment that he was dead, you weren't going to have like a dynasty. That wasn't what he was intending. And even you get this a little bit from Augustus as well, because Augustus is very adamant is to not accept the titles of dictator. I mean, even the title of Augustus, if we're to believe the primary sources of Livy and what have you, they are titles bestowed upon him by the Senate after he refuses dictator. Like it's not something he asks for. I think that it becomes way more imperial once you get past Augustus and you get to like Claudius and Tiberius.
Oh goodness. Don't get me on Tiberius. What are you doing? Don't do that. That's not good.
I mean, interesting characters, man.
Shit, man.
They're all
Tiberius?
Is Tiberius the one that had the murder castle?
Someone's dog.
Allegedly, and a lot of them had allegedly had murder counsel. Like that's the whole thing. Is that when I was talking about Caligula, I talked about the point where he mysteriously
I don't know.
ill
Why
out
is
of
someone
nowhere.
breathing heavy into their mic? What the hell? What are you doing?
Sounds like
Is that
someone
me?
shoveled a kitty litter.
It's
It's
like
not
so.
me.
But
I was trying to work out.
But yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
you're all
Thanks.
good. It's all good. But yeah, like all of
You dick. All right, fine. All right, fine. I'm just gonna mute all of you. All of you are getting muted. Everybody.
oh man.
God, I do apologize for the artists. They
I mean,
are, artists. What do you got to do, right?
I mean,
Yeah. But no, actually, I
it
on
is what it
my
is.
on my
I can also move on to
I couldn't hear
if
that.
they
I
need
couldn't
me
hear
to.
that. Say it
If
again.
the artists are sick of hearing, I said if the artists are sick of me prattling on about history, I can shift topics too if we
Yeah,
need
no,
to.
that's what I was trying to allude to. They don't like it when I get on history, dude. They get all pissy.
That Dave Bello is beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at him. So that's another fun thing is the stand names are named in this one are named after classical literature pieces associated with each character. So like Pompey doesn't have anything written by him, but so what I have is Pompey's stand is called De Republica for Cicero's big piece, and then Caesar's is De Bello because Caesar's two notable works that he has contributed to the classical library are Commentarii de Bello Gallica and Commentarii de Bello Civili, which are the commentaries of the Gallic Wars and the commentaries of the Civil War.
Whoa.
I love the reference. They didn't get it. They still don't get it. I do apologize.
History is
That's
very
okay.
interesting.
That was more for you.
Yeah, thank you, Rob.
Anyways,
I'm glad you were
linguistics.
thinking
I'm
about
following
me.
this whole thing.
I know.
If
Just
it wasn't
to
on Ancient Aliens, I probably don't know too much about
right. Well, just to shift gears a little bit, but before I do that, Michael, I do have a series on this channel, not this show, but on my Owl shows, Night Owls, where I think it was a I think it was 4 or 5 part series I did on the history of the Bible. And I center the entirety of it around Vespasian, Josephus, and of course Vespasian's son. You might be interested in that.
Oh wow! I will link me to that. Shoot me a link to that after the stream. I will go and freaking demolish that over the weekend.
Jeff, what does a link being shot mean?
It means you get a bow.
Say it again.
And you find the bow.
You just send me the link.
You just send them the link.
It doesn't work. What's a link? Okay.
Cripes, man.
Internet address link.
Where's Al Gore to explain this stuff when you need him?
Yeah, right.
Oh, absolutely.
So I go to the video and I copy and paste the IP or something.
Don't you just talk to the Japanese to your computer?
You just copy the URL from whatever the first video is, and then send it to me.
Oh,
you can send it to me via Discord, or you can send it to me via Twitter, whatever's most convenient for you.
I know how to do that. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot the link.
Secretary, Chester.
I do have a secretary. I was just talking to my secretary. Man. I had to sign a bunch of checks. She's going to the bank. Well, she's gone to the bank.
Taking you to the bank?
Should have shot her a link.
I'm not even going to touch that one.
Maybe when she comes back.
She's just so you know, she's like very pregnant, about to drop a baby here very shortly.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, wow.
Shoot her 2 links. I don't know.
Yeah,
can we bring up the James one again? I want to see it.
What'd you
say? Hold on. Can I see how the James drawing is going? Because I can kind of see it out of in the corner there, but I want to see that blown up.
This one?
Blow it up.
It's the one of my kid in the in the Legion. I guess it'd be to be proper a Legate helmet.
It's
Oh,
it's
Lagat.
Amy. Okay.
Yes, Amy.
Mugatu.
Lagate.
Lagatier. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
how to
probably
speak
got mine on the
French.
phone.
Goodness gracious.
So
That
that's
Zoolander reference, by the way. Whoever said that.
That's looking pretty good. I dig it.
Hey, is there anything else I should know?
He looks perfect. He got his nose perfect too. I'll
Oh,
if you follow me on Twitter, I'll send you a picture of the kid so you can see how like you've actually captured him like perfectly
oh,
without
that's
seeing it.
Good job, Amy!
cute. It just everything you
So cute.
say about him, you can just kind of picture the little guy. I'm like, oh, this should be. I'm so glad that it came out right. 'Cause
It
he
is
kind
cute.
She's
Yeah.
totally able to channel cute. She's totally able to channel cute.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to get this from you. This is adorable.
I'll send you it after the show.
Aw, that's
Oh
nice.
yeah. Well, I'll print it out and I'll hang it up in his room.
Aw.
Love it a lot.
That's so cool.
Let's see, where was I? Oh, Gabby.
Just like Roma. Oh man,
I am
that's so
searching.
cute. So to bring some conversation back,
Mm-hmm.
I get quiet when I
since
draw.
we're
Sorry.
since we were talking about the historical stuff, I guess I talked about the embrace while you were gone, Chester. Oh man, look at him! Look at that Arminius. That is so cool. That is a way cooler treatment than any traitor to Rome should get, but it's really awesome. I joke,
You know,
but like,
this is the
seriously.
super romanticized version of Arminius.
Straw poll is ready.
No, awesome, dude.
That's why I wasn't listening.
But yeah. So as far as while you were gone, Chester, I talked about the embrace. So the other title that I have up there is called Elysian Field,
Mm-hmm.
and that is like Mortal Kombat with heroes of solid.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So like the whole premise is that in the underworld, and it's like an ambiguous underworld that just is kind of like where everyone goes. There is a tournament every 1,000 years between all the deities of the dead from across global culture, and they assemble teams of their respective culture heroes and put them in a ring to fight. Winner becomes the next world for
Wow,
the next
you're roboting really bad, dude.
Oh man, it was sounding good too. 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can, yes. And I sent you that link, by the way. I figured it out.
Outstanding. So
That's your new coding degree. It's helping out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's
so
right.
whoever wins the tournament becomes the next Lord of the Underworld for the next 1,000 years.
Oh, okay.
And so, what ends up happening is that Achilles is taken out of his paradise to fight in this tournament on Team Hades alongside Heracles and Theseus.
Okay.
And that's kind of what the story is. Achilles is only really doing this because he's been given a promise effectively another chance at life by the end of it. And this version of Achilles, he's been through everything from the
Is he
Iliad
black?
and everything like that. No, he is not black.
That's good.
Troy, follow the city. You know what was so frustrating about that show is that I did force myself to watch all of it, and there are some really good moments in there that really make me angry about how everything else is handled. I mean, even Achilles, they have this one line in there that Achilles says that is quite possibly the most intrinsically true to character line that I've ever seen anyone write for Achilles in Hollywood media. And I got so mad. Because I was just like, man, if you just portrayed this crap accurately, you could have had something good here.
No, that's true.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Like
I actually thought the funny thing is I actually thought that actor did a good job with Achilles. It didn't matter that they
He does.
he does a
He
very
does a
good
very
job.
good. He does a very good job. The scene that I'm talking about is right before Patroclus dies. Odysseus
okay.
goes to Achilles' tent to
Spoiler.
everyone knows that Patroclus dies. It's the Iliad. If you don't know that,
Who?
you're about like 2,000 years too late.
So yeah.
From what?
That's the Iliad.
Yeah, I would be put it
That's
closer to 3. But yeah, get up on your ancient Greek novels, dude.
Come on, man.
so I'm a little behind in my reading.
Yeah.
Anyways, point is that Odysseus goes to Achilles' tent to try and appeal to him to come back, and he sees Achilles there, and he looks miserable. Like he almost looks like an addict going through withdrawal.
Well, sure, his lover just got wiped out, dude.
Like Odysseus just goes, like, why are you doing this? Like you clearly miss the fighting. Like you clearly miss all of that. Why aren't you going back? And then he has this beautiful line where it's like, it's not about the fighting. There's this moment where I find an opponent worthy of me, and the din of battle stops, and there's a quiet as everyone gathers around, and I face this person. And for a brief few seconds, everything just pauses, and then I kill him.
Dude, that
And
sounds like
that's
Miyamoto Musashi.
and I was just like, and I just go, yeah, that's pretty much Achilles. That's like spot on, and it's just frustrating that it's in this show that just doesn't care. But the people who made it just don't care.
Yeah. Well, Rosa, Kurosawa stole everything he did from Western stories. So there you go.
Hey, I love Musashi. And he may have stole it. That's fine. But we do have some interesting work from Musashi and his quotes and all that stuff. So.
Oh, you're talking about
didn't we
the
still
actual
start from him?
historical guy. Oh, okay. Talk
Yeah, I'm
about
talking
the
about
movie
Miyamoto
guy.
Musashi. His work on.
She's talking about Book of Nine Rings.
Yeah, the
or
Book
not
of Five
nine.
Rings.
Five.
Five
Yeah,
rings.
this the Book of Five Rings.
I got that mixed up with the Mandarin. I apologize.
That's okay. Technically, it would be the Legend of the Five Rings.
I thought it was 10 rings.
No, that's
No, in fact,
Mandarin.
it was actually 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5 rings.
But anyway.
5, 10. 2 plus 2
5,
equals
10,
5.
15, 20, whatever.
5 golden rings.
Oh, goodness.
Musashi.
But anyways.
Talking Japanese cinema now?
But as far as Elysian Fields go, the first book of the series is the 0 issue, which kind of, you get to see the death of Achilles at Troy, and then his kind of journey through the afterlife into the tournament, and a little bit of his first fight against Gilgamesh. And then, the second book, which is technically book 1, is we get into the first real round of the tournament where Team Hades goes up against Team Osiris. and it's
Okay.
pretty fun.
It's like
I'm,
Battle of the Pantheon.
I'm assuming Osiris won that.
Actually, no, like so it's undetermined by the end of the Pyramid Gambit. Achilles is the protagonist, so like Team Hades is the team, but like effectively what it is that Team Osiris has been unbeaten. Like the only way people have moved past Osiris is bribes, effectively. And because their champion Imhotep traps people into the pyramid, and then when the pyramid collapses, all the people that were there are gone, or their skeletons remain. Like they're just it's like an insta defeat. And so effectively, what ends up happening inside the pyramid is that it's almost like a multi-layered puzzle that's centered around the pages of the dead, and it's the pyramid is a house of the dead. So like the whole point of the pyramid is that you have to accept that life is over and move through it. And these trials are different for each person.
How many pages did you put all that into?
So Pyramid Gambit is 54 pages of story, I believe.
Oh wow,
and then
that's quite a bit.
And then Zero Issue is 32 pages of story, I think, if I recall correctly. And then Pages of the Dead, which will be the third book of Elysian Fields when I get to it, that finishes up what Pyramid Gambit starts, is another like 50 some odd pages.
Oh wow, okay, so you put there's quite a bit to that. Yeah, I know someone was singing the 12 Days of Christmas song. Just to make a correction, it's not for calling birds, it's for collie birds. So get it right, please.
Please endeavor to be accurate.
Border collie.
Collie bird is like a gray-brown English bird.
Actually,
can we please endeavor to be on this stream?
Perfect, Jeff. Perfect.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. I set them up, you knock them down, Jeff. I'm going through the art here. We got ourselves about 20 minutes, 24 minutes or something like that. So it looks like the artist got plenty of time. They're all kind of honing in here. The one I'm always concerned about is no, that's not right. 24. But I'm always concerned most about Melissa. How you doing, Melissa?
I thought that it was till midnight, right?
10 minutes past.
Okay, 10 minutes past. I apologize.
So Melissa, how you doing?
Pretty good. Still walking and stuff. The animation usually doesn't take too long. I have to keep it pretty simple, obviously. I'm still doing so a little more tightening, but
I guess you can leave the back. Don't have to finish up all the background characters.
Well, the Embrace is fighting off against Julius Caesar's stand, so who's going to win that?
The Embrace.
Nobody. That's who.
Like I love Julius Caesar's big mellow stand, but the Embrace suit's kind of is kind of redonkulously powered. I'm not sure that Daybella would be able to do much against it.
Aw.
It would take a while to build walls around it.
It would. That was something that I like. So when I was planning out the SPQR's Bizarre Adventure book for this one, because I am actually going to do more of these. This has been very popular, and when I do the next one, it's going to be a full size one. And given how tonight's conversation went, Chester's going to be very, very intrigued on what the next one's going to be. But when I was doing this, I was initially planning on having it start at like Gaul and having him do Elysia and have it be a stand battle between him and Vercingetorix, where he uses a 2-wall move.
Do that, dude.
But it was going to take too much time.
No, you got to put Getorix in there. What are you talking about? It's a necessity,
so like a
requirement.
the way that the story works is that it was 25. It was only 25 pages for SPQR, is what I had to work with, because it was what I could afford to do on my
Yeah.
own, based off of what I was quoted for page rates and what have you. So I was like, okay, so I was able to budget for that, and we got it. I got the whole thing made beforehand. So like I didn't have in 25 pages to go from the Siege of Elysia to Dio's World homage Rubicon fight. It was just too much. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to really badly because I was going to base Vercingetorix off Polnareff, which is very fitting, as Polnareff is the Frenchman of the Stardust Crusaders.
Well,
So
there you go.
it would have been great. Yeah.
Wow, it would be cool to see. Just make sure you don't put any of the Caesar in Albion, because that didn't go really well. Yeah, probably just ignore that. Don't look at that.
Well, look, man. Everyone's gonna have at least one L in their,
That's true.
life.
That is true. Yeah, that is
You
true.
know, when you're so busy being the badass conqueror of Gaul, you kind of got the law of averages against you.
That is true. That is true. I really love what Gabby is doing here. It's very, very cute.
Thanks.
He's calling him out. I like it.
Looks amazing.
He's got his
Gabby.
nipple shields all going on. He's got his he's got his Greek helmet wings going on. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Cool
I know it's
foreshortening.
very romantic. It's very romanticized, but I thought since thank you.
I
Since
think it's awesome.
it's based on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like the parody version.
I think it looks great.
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing, and that looks great.
Yeah, and you call this foreshortening? That's what that's called? Foreshortening?
Foreshortening, yeah. Perspective drawing of typically the figure.
So what has been
Hey guys,
shortened?
I gotta pop off for just a few minutes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
His arm, so his hand is in the foreground, and then it kind of it's like the proportions are drawn in such a way where it implies that it's further forward than the rest of his body.
Isn't that just reality?
But you see, with drawing, it's the art of presenting reality in a 2D space.
Well, don't you just kind of draw what you see?
Is that what they call it in Japanese?
I don't know. I'm not an artist.
In Japanese art school.
Yeah, neither am I.
It's called reality. Stop saying foreshortening.
Yeah, that's right. It's reality. There it is. Just draw what you see. Of course, when someone's
When you
pointing
do it
at
well
you, the
enough.
hand is bigger than the head. Of course it is.
You're not even an artist. You know that.
That's right. I have eyes, you see.
I'm totally terrified that my helmet is wrong. I'm just like so nervous. I decided I was just going to draw Pompeii.
Just
and
put
I'm like,
spikes
oh my
on
God.
it. You'll be good. Just put spikes on it.
I worry about it being the wrong direction, and I couldn't find an accurate representation. So I'm like, just do this one.
There you go. As you should. That's what Hollywood does daily.
I know, but I'm not Hollywood.
No.
I usually have time to fix it and do everything.
Well, I do know that Amy is kicking it because the cuteness is going to melt people's brains.
We'll do it every time.
Yes.
No, don't even. It's just gonna happen.
I just love the brush on the head. It's just a brush. It's perfect.
Brush. It's glued it on there.
Just kind of glued it on there with some super glue.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd be wanting to run into battle with a brush on your head anyway. Where do you go to keep your shield up?
Obviously, you've never been in a battle before.
I haven't.
It could do about as much as the feathers.
I don't know.
Everybody
Chester
puts brushes on their head.
Fair. Fair.
Part of the job.
It's part of the
In
job.
case they have to like clean their shields.
That's
Because
right.
you gotta clean
Yeah,
it, right?
It's
Been
typical.
seeing grease
Soldier,
lightning as
clean
they
that
comb it.
shield. It's dirty. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It is super cute though. Good job, Amy.
Yeah.
Omron is really. This is really good, dude. I like it, and it's right on model for what Michael's doing too. It's very good, Omron. No, nothing.
You're
All right.
killing it, I'm sure.
I can hear you.
We can hear him.
We have to relay for Armoron for Chester.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Omron, you need to drop off and come back on because it's essential that I hear you. Who cares what they can hear?
I can hear him. I can hear him.
I can't. Not at all.
Mhm.
Let me see. Did I do something? No, I didn't do anything. No, no, I don't know. But I do love what I see in though. It is really good.
This is Armoron's problem.
Hey,
That's
It
not
is
yours.
Omron's problem. That's true. But no, I mean, I really think he's caught.
That was a rhetorical question.
Oh, was
for
it?
Chester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think he's really captured what Michael's artist is doing. I think it's really good, actually.
Oh yeah, it is. It's very close.
Yeah.
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 I was thinking
It's
like,
the
oh,
Yeah, they're
Australian
both
thing.
Australian, is what Armoron said.
Oh well, there you go. As they should be.
Australia.
Yeah.
Australia artist.
They- He said they both drink Fosters.
Oh, fair.
Eh.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Armoron! Don't say that about Chester.
No, don't do that. And Melissa is going to be abusing young child Julius. This seems inappropriate to me. Oh well.
Yeah. I'm not so good at the chibis, but blah
do you
blah
mean?
blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm speeding up a child. What can you do?
Could you repeat that because I thought I heard something completely different.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm trying to do a kind of like it's like a special proportion due to the sprite art. Everything's kind of stretched, almost dwarfish. It's in Japanese. I mean, I'm sorry I'm telling you this, but it's called chibi.
Oh,
It's
chibi.
using
Oh,
like
see, there you go,
yeah.
Jeff.
I'm
Woo,
trying for that, but
sweat off the head because I thought she said
I'm
titty.
looking at animations, but
I was
characters
mistaken.
on the front,
You have to say
and
that.
I always
By
want
the
to
way,
because
Armoron
they
did not
end
call
up
you a
releasing
poo-poo
these
head.
unintentional, and it does look like it's being a child, and I don't have time to fix it. I don't know how to fix it, so that's just the way it's going to be.
No, don't fix it. No, I think it's perfect the way it is. No, it's exactly correct as it should be. Yes. I just the chibi threw me off is all.
I
I'm
don't think you
good
can.
now. That's probably
Yeah,
true.
What do you mean he likes Vegemite?
Oh.
Did you mute
No.
Armoron?
No, I did not.
You
There's
sure?
no way to move
I'm
him.
positive. I checked it.
He's
I
already
don't-
gone out. He's already gone out and come back.
Well, I don't see him in here.
So that's a
anywhere.
you thing.
No,
It's a you
he's.
thing.
I can look. I'm looking on his thing. He is muted, but it's not me that has done it. No. Can I unmute him? Maybe.
Can
Let
you?
me
My
see if I
box
can.
turning
There
gray.
it is. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, there it is. You're right.
You didn't do it.
But no, I
That's-
didn't do
that's-
it. No,
okay,
that's
yeah.
definitely not
you
me.
didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Definitely not you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else did it.
Someone else did it. Dan, I'm gone. Let's see.
Yes,
Who should
okay.
I blame? The most inappropriate.
Rodimus, he's not here.
Elrod. No. I'm going to go with Amy.
No, he's
I'm
here.
going to
He's
blame
in the
Amy.
chat.
Amy did it.
The ghost of rabbit.
How dare you, Amy?
Oh, the other thing too is you could always blame Eric because you're always saying that he sucks. So I mean,
No, I actually would. To be more precise, actually, I say that it starts shitty, but it ends awesome.
It looked like a real piece of crap when you started, but by God, you really pulled that one
Worked it
off.
out.
You did, and he pulls it off every time. That's pretty impressive,
Uh-huh.
I'd say, Jeff.
Yes, it is. It's very impressive. We need to talk more about tact and stuff.
That's
Very nice of you, Chester.
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
We'll do that at a later
I'm
time.
being magnanimous. My
As
wife
every
said
good shogun should be.
that's right. Well, my wife
So
said I
metal
should be
can-
more magnanimous more often. So I'm trying
So
to.
metal sticks to you.
Yes,
It's very
but
Caesarish
that's
of
a
you.
secret.
Yes.
You shouldn't talk about that. Now, Alan is boy, this looks really good, dude. Alan, the perspective is badass. He's got to break someone, dude. That someone's in trouble. That's all I got to say. And he's
This
got.
is going to be
Foreshortening is great.
This is going to be a hard contest.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is such great work.
I think I know who I'm voting for, though.
Hmm.
I think we all know after your last statement there.
Do you?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You're guessing.
No, I'm actually going to vote for someone who I don't usually vote for today.
Well, you usually don't vote for Alan, so.
Yeah.
No, I voted for Alan
My
many
friend-
times, actually. The person who gets
Yeah.
most of my votes was Jason, or sorry, Jiminy Cricket, and
Mm.
Eric actually gets my vote quite a bit. But I've certainly voted for Alan. I've never voted for Kima because you're not allowed to. I voted for Rabbit. I voted for Amy. I haven't
That's
voted for
terrible.
Melissa yet. Maybe I should throw a bone to Melissa.
Oh, that's sweet. But
Gosh,
You
that
don't throw a
makes
bone
it
to
feel
Melissa.
real good.
Yeah.
Pity vote.
Okay,
it makes me feel
I
better when
ditched
it's fine.
mine.
Just, I'll be good
I've-
someday.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm having fun
I've did-
and learning a game to do something I love. So
Actually,
I've already watched it.
I really enjoy what you do, Melissa, quite a bit. I think it's cool.
Absolutely.
But I think Rosa
Alright,
was
I've been-
trying to chastise me, but I dodged. I
No,
dodged,
no,
Jeff.
I was just gonna say that I
that
did
whole
mine
dodge
over
thing.
in the draw along because I bricked my computer today, and so I couldn't take any photos because I was
Aw.
trying to do command line
Aw.
editing in my Linux, and I actually killed my network connection accidentally. So I've been trying to resurrect it all day.
Oh wow,
I'm
I haven't
trying
used
my
Linux
command-
in years. I haven't had that on a computer in quite a while.
Dude, I did a purge, I removed, and I was like, it took out a resolved configuration file, and it like killed it. So I'm probably doing a
Whoa.
full reload tonight.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Gabby, because I have my honorary coding certificate, I understand everything she just said.
Yep.
Did I even make sense?
WYSIWYG.com
Yes. You purged
factor the
thing.
for next loop is done at the top of the loop thing.
Well, I would say to that hashtag $, percentage sign.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Be throwing
it's
them
actually
gang
not
symbols
This
up
is a
here.
family show.
At least I got that right. See, I was able to make a coding joke, Gabby. You got to give me 2 points for that, at least. Maybe 3.
Whoa. 3 points.
Two
For
points.
sure. I just know that I prefer hash browns. Thank you.
Oh, fair. I prefer brownies.
Those little people from Willow.
You're talking
Or-
about me again, aren't you?
Or the chocolatey
thought they were Girl
dessert that my
Scouts.
wife makes really well.
Ooh.
Brownies are
Are
delightful.
Japanese brownies any different from American brownies?
They don't have brownies here. She makes American ones with my mama's recipe, and don't tell my mother. She does it better.
Oh my god.
You
Yeah.
can't
Mom will
say
never
shit
get
like
me.
that on a stream, man. That's
Yeah.
evidence.
No, it's okay. My mother's
They
dead.
put that in the back room.
My mother died. It's okay.
Then how
can't
would we
hear it.
tell your mom that your wife doesn't?
Because it was funny at the second, Jeff. I mean, God.
Yeah.
fuck with- Don't live in the past, Jeff. Okay?
Given the way
Actually-
the present's turning out, living in the past isn't that bad of a thing.
That fair enough. That is fair. The interesting thing, of course, I've met a lot of dudes, and I'll ask the guys here that are in relationships. When I first got married, my wife could cook a little bit, but it was all Japanese stuff, but she really wasn't much of a cook. I was a much better cook than her. And I think a lot of dudes, because we live single for so many years, going to university or whatever, we have to learn to cook, right? We just no choice. You got to learn to cook, right? And I've met a lot of dudes that when they were first in their beginning of their relationships, they were the ones cooking because they were way better than their wives. I wonder, and that's true for me, and I've met other people. Is that true for you guys?
I've always been a better cook than my girlfriends.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just wonder why that is, though.
I was on par with my ex, but she actively went to school for culinary arts. So
Oh
like,
wow, that's not good. Yeah.
no, I actively taught myself how to cook, like and like used high end recipes and everything. She was more efficient than I was in the kitchen. Like a recipe that would take me a much longer time would take her under an hour.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely true. Much faster. But I know my wife. 30 years on, my wife is a way better cook than me now. Of course, she gets daily practice, right? And I think most families are like that, right? I'm just kind of curious why it seems that when you start out in the beginning of a relationship, it seems that the men are better cooks than the women. I don't understand why. Don't they have to eat?
Was that Japanese?
Well, no, I mean, just in general, I've talked to a lot of people about this over the years, and it just seems to be true. When the relationship first starts, the guy's the one doing the cooking because the girl is not a good cook. It changes,
Well,
but I
my
just
wife
understand
started
because
out.
don't they have to eat? I mean, we eat; they got to eat, right?
My wife lived with my parents until we got married. Or lived with her
Oh,
parents. Lived with her parents until she got married, and I mean, they would do stuff like shake and bake, and cook steaks till they were like black, and so I mean, she didn't have a
so
lot
you
of
think
cooling
you
there.
think it's as simple enough that women stay home longer than the men do? I mean, is that just that simple, maybe?
No, I mean, I stayed at home until I got married too.
Oh shit,
So,
I was out at 16, man. I was gone. I
yeah,
didn't look
not
back.
me. Not me. I had a lot of things that went on between
Not even for those
when I
brownies, you didn't look
graduated.
back.
Yeah.
No, I
So
didn't. My mother was a really good baker, though. She used to make wedding cakes professionally.
That's outstanding.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
I'm
used to
sorry,
make
Rosa.
wedding
You've been
cake.
trying to say something. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll help you with these mean old men and not letting you talk.
No, you're fine. No, actually, I think it's because you have to feed women to lure them in. It's like, honest to goodness, you can catch a woman faster by cooking than you can by almost anything else. There's a lot of
Cooking
times
and
we
being funny.
Oh, yeah, humor. It's
no.
definitely humor. Men have to learn humor. Yeah.
I think
so
food
taking
works.
them out to McDonald's for a night out isn't
No,
a
no,
good
that's
idea.
probably not a good idea, Jeff. That's true. I've cooked for many a girlfriend, but
that
it's
explains a lot of my dating life right
there.
there.
You go. Well, that is a good point when it comes
Don't
to
want Taco Bell?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't want the shits in the morning. But that's a sad thing about female comedians. Actually, men have a big jump start on that because we have to learn to be interesting from day one. The little princess gets the attention just standing there, right? So men have to learn to be funny to get attention. But also, women have another negative on top of them because you're not supposed to laugh at mom, dude.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Right? So I mean, it's
Laughing at
rough.
mom is bad.
It is, man. It's rough to be a female comedian, dude. That's rough. That's an uphill battle
So
for damn
Liza,
sure.
you ever watch Liza Schlesinger?
No.
Oh, she's funny.
Well, I know there are
Sounds
female.
familiar.
I know there's funny ladies. That's not my point. I just think it's much more difficult. They have to do so much
It's
more.
true.
It's a lot
Carol
harder.
Burnett, she was another one.
Oh, she was freaking hilarious, dude.
Oh my God.
Vicki
Carol
Lawrence
Burnett
as
and
well.
Co.
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
think
really
Vicki was
care
alive.
for Roseanne's style much, but I'm not going to say she's not funny though.
Oh, that's true.
Who is that really annoying nasally Italian lady? Fran
Rachel Ray.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That does
Yeah,
not
well,
narrow it down.
Yes, it did. Everyone got it. Fran Drescher. Yes.
Yeah.
Nasally annoying Italian lady. People said she was funny. I didn't agree.
I don't think she was Italian. I think she was Jewish.
Well, they're all Jewish, dude. Canceled.
It's okay.
Just to
You've
get
got
that
at
one.
least one Jew on the panel. You got to pass.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I've probably been
Oh
infiltrated. They're
boy.
all Jews, actually, Michael. They're all Jews.
Oh God. I wish I hadn't said
Oh,
anything. Yeah, she
I
was
got
Italian there,
mine.
Jester.
Thank
She
you.
was Italian. I am so wrong.
anti-Semite son.
Yeah, I don't understand why the Zionists are so sensitive. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, lighten up.
It's
Chester
Yeah, why are
Gibson
you
over
so
here.
sensitive?
it's because
Yeah.
we've endured everything else in history.
It's true.
Oh goodness.
That's funny.
It is funny, actually. All right, I see.
This team took a dark turn real
Moving
quick.
on. Let's get back to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Romans.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at
Hey,
Sheldon's
thanks,
piece
Jeff.
and enjoying
and
it thoroughly because this is action Julius if I've ever seen it. That
It-
he's in act. He's going to kick someone's ass.
Roman
It's
invasion of
crazy.
Finland.
Do you
You
have
get-
a Twitter tag?
Yes, he
I-
does.
I need that Twitter
You have a
tag. I'm
Twitter.
looking for you.
It's at Elysian Fields _0. And so yeah, that is my Twitter tag, and I also have Nine Realms Publishing has a Facebook. I am trying to be better about using it, but it is a pain. And then I've got a YouTube where I'm starting back up content. I actually do a show on Fridays now called Brews and Reviews, where I go through and I review a crowdfunded indie book while having a nice drink. I had my first episode last Friday. Having
Chianti.
another one this Friday at 2 p.m.
Nice.
The first one I reviewed Peregrine Wings of the Falcon. If I can talk, Peregrine Wings of the Falcon. And then today, I guess tomorrow, or no, it's today. It's Friday. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Today I will be reviewing Company Men, which is exciting times.
Yeah.
Oh, by Kino Sabe.
Did you know
Yeah.
that the first child born, European child born, supposedly, born in North America's name was Peregrine Williams?
I thought it was Amanda
No,
Dare.
but that's cool.
Or Dare.
No, it's not.
Wanda Dare?
That was much later. And
That's
Somali
Virginia.
says, we have 0 funny female comedians in Finland. What, dude? A 7-foot tall woman isn't funny? I mean, that's made for comedy, dude.
And we're coming up
tells me she's funny.
on our end time, so I'm
We
about
are.
ready to blow the end kazoo.
Yes, you are, and I've been just kind of
Whoa.
I've been trying to delay here. Luckily, the girls are showing again, so that's nice. Alrighty, so let me bring up the full here, and we're going to end this. So, Michael, we're going to stop our show. That was a premature kazooing, sir.
Yay.
Sir.
Oh, what?
It happens to every guy, Chester.
Yeah, now it's going to take a while to do it again.
Oh God! All right. So I guess I'm sorry, Michael. I was going to let you end it, but Jeff, he's a glory hound. So, kind of like Pompey.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to do all my lip.
Kind of like Pompey trying to steal Crassus's credit.
That's right. You see,
for the Servile War.
We made history jokes. Take that, you ingrates.
Dude, Pompey rocks.
We laugh, we learn.
We do. Okay. But anyway, Michael, what we're
Pompey
going to do?
was so great
I'll
they
be
named
right
a
back.
volcano after him.
I learned that
that's
one guy
different.
died
No,
on Iliad.
that's different. That is different.
Oh,
but
God.
anyway.
That gave me an aneurysm.
Okay,
Anyway.
here we go. We're going to go take a look at the art now, Michael, and you got to follow me here and on the Discord here, and we're going to go take a look at Amy first. She's doing your little boy. I think it's amazing, but we're going to take a look at it, and you're going to critique it harshly. Go ahead.
How can I critique this harshly? It's my son dressed up in a Roman outfit. I can't. I cannot be objective about this. It's not fair.
So it's a good picture of him, you think? Is there
well,
anything I need to fix? Oh,
It is
yay.
great. It is beautiful. It's cute and stuff, but I will critique it harshly for you. I'll do that. Okay?
Go on ahead, because I am not clearing out a new one.
No, Amy, I
I
don't.
feel like she's gonna start crying.
I'm going to help her out though. Okay, Amy. Here's my harsh critique. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know that Julius Caesar needs mommy to pick him up. That's
He
it.
probably wants his dad to pick him up.
Yeah, I think it's cute. It's super cute. It's awesome cute.
Do you not read Oedipus?
Yo, ooh,
A, that's not Roman, that's Greek. B, really, we had to go there? Like,
Yeah,
we
no,
didn't even
yes,
build up to Oedipus.
yes,
We
he
just
did,
jumped right
Michael.
into that.
No,
actually
Michael,
we
he
do
did.
kind of need to
He
go
did,
there.
yeah.
Is
Hey,
it-
Tank, what's up,
is
dude?
it-
But I think it's awesome.
It was a bad
Amy.
mofo.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And
Is it?
if you
He
if
was.
you guys
Is it-
like what Amy has done, please vote for her in a straw poll. I think it's great, though.
Yeah. Is it all right if I keep filling in the colors so it'll be done for Michael when the show's wrapped?
If being a cheater is okay, then you go right ahead.
Well, is it?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
just
fine.
think
Go
it's
ahead.
pretty
Yeah, go
happy
ahead.
it is
It's
now,
not.
and then
It's
we
not
can
that
put it
serious.
back
Go
up
ahead.
as
Yeah,
not
go ahead.
being-
Go ahead.
Kazoo of Doom has already spoken.
This is true. This is true. This is true. Yeah.
Okay, I'll save it on a different layer, and then I'll work on that.
No, you can go right ahead and do what you can do
Go-
anything
you
you
can go
want to,
finish it.
Amy.
You can murder someone live on stream
That's
and it'll
true.
be fine.
Yes.
I'll just
Well,
put it on a different layer, and then I'll turn it off if anybody needs it.
no, I don't think it's fine. I think go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Anyway, vote for Amy in the straw poll. All right. Moving on here, we have Amaran. Now, Amaran has done something that is different than he usually does, Michael. Usually he does very voluptuous women, but today I
That's right.
think he has captured your look, your artist's look, really well, dude. I mean, look at this.
No, I'm seeing that right now. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That gray tone is. You did a phenomenal job there, man. And this is what I will say is. So we were trying to make Julius Caesar Jotaro Kujo, but your Caesar is far more accurate as to what he like. Like if you were to chatify Julius Caesar, he looks far more like he is in the proper age group of his 50s, as opposed to ours, which literally looks like quote unquote 18-year-old Jotaro Kujo.
You know, Michael, I have learned what the word Chad is now, and chatifying therefore makes sense to me. Because they kept picking on me and calling me Chad or saying that was Chad, and I thought they were saying I was dangling.
What is Chad? I don't know what Chad is.
I still don't really know. But it has something to
I
do
thought it
with.
was those hangy things from
So did
when
I.
you vote.
But they said it had something to do with dudes. I don't know. What's a Chad?
Chad is a
It's like
masculine man.
It's a muscle bound Herculean dude.
Okay.
But I think generally considered to have the positive attributes of classical masculinity, as opposed
Oh,
to
an alpha
being
male.
somebody who's not, let's say not. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
suppose it's gonna
Amy,
be screwed
they
with
never
luggage.
say anything nice to me ever.
And that's true.
You're not a
You
Chad,
set
Chester?
yourself up for that, Chester.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Am I masculine man? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. So, but whatever. I thought, like I said, I thought I was dangling, and I checked, and I was okay though. But you got to watch. Well, the problem is when you sit down, you kind of have to do the backwards lowering slide to make sure you kind of pull them up front. You don't want to sit on them. It's a problem. It is a problem. Ladies don't understand.
Or when they hit the water.
Oh my God, dude! I hate it when the dick falls in the water, dude. That sucks. It's awful. In the middle of the night, you got to go take a piss, and you're kind of wandering into the walls and just trying to get the back. It's not good, dude.
Oh man, we are getting some vivid pictures into everybody's personal lives right now.
Yeah, it's a picture.
Outstanding.
Well, Michael, I just don't think people appreciate a dick falling in the toilet water. I don't think they understand it, Michael.
Nobody appreciates that. Yeah.
Chester, that's some low-hanging fruit. Jeez.
It is. Amy gets 10.5 points for that. That was a good one. That was a good one.
This is fantastic.
You're
I
welcome.
need to come on this show more often.
Well, people just don't appreciate the difficulties, Michael. Okay. But anyway.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But Amron, this is freaking badass, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, it's outstanding work.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. I'm moving on
The
now.
shading on the armor is really cool.
It is really. Amron
Yeah, I
actually
use
does
tones.
shading really well. He's really good at that.
Yeah. I actually used
And
tones.
if you guys want, you can send me your like the images that you guys did tonight, and I will gladly tweet all of these out and tag all of you in it and tweet out about your about everyone's art. Love to help promote you guys.
Yeah, I need to corrupt more people with my voluptuous women.
You do. Elrod showed
Yeah,
up and he said that.
absolutely.
Yeah, Elrod said the kazoo is never premature. That's not what she said. Ooh, I like how you did that. But Armron's is awesome. Let's move on here to Honey-chan. So go ahead, Honey. What you got?
Hey, it's a showdown between this Julius Caesar and the Embrace, and on a full moon. I actually like I like the glowing eye effect. I think was probably my favorite part of the piece. I love the sound of this comic. It sounds like a wonderful read, and I so for everyone, I'm glad to be a part of it. And I'm glad to work. I hope that everyone enjoys my art and everyone else has had a good time, and that's really all that I think is important. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, well, you're welcome. But I think it looks really cool where the Embrace's hair is going all crazy. But what happened to the stand that was behind Julius, man?
I turned off the sketch layer to make the animation to release the GIF. I can turn it back on. I could just display it.
Well, because I imagined that the stand sketch was going to emerge.
Oh, cool! I'll go ahead and do that.
I thought that's what was going to happen.
I'll just zoom out a bit so you can see the full thing. And play. Come on, play.
And Windows says no.
Play. Okay, there we go.
There it is. Yeah. No, I mean, 2 hours is rough, and it wasn't even 2 hours today. It was tighter. But I think that stand kind of going from nothing and brightening up would have been a great addition on the other side by my time, right? I think it's really cool. I love these gifts that you make. They're really a lot of fun. Yeah, I just wish it's tough in the 2 hour period for you to really do anything super dynamic, though. It's difficult.
In animation.
Yeah, no, it is. But I do appreciate the effort, though, honey. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Any ideas on this, Mike? You get an opinion on Honey's GIF here?
I mean, I think that it looks really fun. Like I think that you captured the energy of the Embrace really well.
Thank you.
I like your take on his hair going all crazy and wavy. I like it a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know about beating up on the elementary school version of Julius Caesar, though. That's a bit mean.
That's a bit much.
I mean, it depends on the person you ask. You know,
Fair.
some people say he's a tyrant. Some people say he's the savior of Rome. So I guess just depends on the opinion.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, thank you very much. If you guys like what Honey has done, vote for him straw poll, man. Moving on here to Kimo, who you're not allowed to vote for, but we love her anyway. I haven't heard any much from her today. Usually she yells at me once or twice. Hey, Kima.
Yeah.
She yelled at you a couple times.
Oh, did she? I couldn't hear her. Thank God. Kima, hi. Can I
Yell
not?
at Chester. Make him feel good.
Can I not hear her as well?
Oh,
Obviously.
You did
that's
mute
not
everybody
your
earlier in
problem,
the
is
show.
I didn't mute anybody. Actually, I've never muted. Well, no, that's not true. I have muted people. Nope, she is not muted. So yes. But whatever. This is actually not what she was drawing earlier on. This is actually her comic that she's working on, and that's awesome. I'll keep my eye on the thing. If she wants to bring up what she worked on today, I will pop it back up. But I will.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can't. She needs to drop off and come back in. All right, here. So Michael, we are coming over here and we're looking at the Howl comics. Okay. Are you with?
Can you hear her now, Chester?
No.
Yeah, this is the one that's the Day Bellow, right? This thing looks sick.
It is cool. Yeah, and Ellen usually does multimedia, so I'm kind of curious what kind of Italian music we're going to get today. Really?
Are you not entertained?
Yes. Oh.
Are you not entertained?
Yes.
Ew, communist? Really?
I think it's a rhetorical.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's popping now.
Beat drop though.
That is awesome. That was a good movie, by the way.
Very, very historically inaccurate.
What are you talking about? I'm sure they had that back then.
We're getting a lot of black screen here.
Okay, before you get struck.
The live effects
June.
he's trying to pull off just doesn't work in Discord.
That is awesome, man.
It is
I
fun.
love that they fellow.
Let me come over here and see. Yeah, no. Oh, she is. See, now, why are you guys muting yourself? Why? Okay, I can hear you now, Keenma.
I didn't mute anybody.
No, you definitely. It's your fault for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off.
There it is. Yeah, I've been waiting all show. All show. But anyway, Michael, yeah, this is really cool. Thank you very much, Alan. It's awesome, dude. It's such a good action piece. It's so manga, dude. It's really impressive how much the Japanese added to the art of animation and stuff. They really did bring a lot to the table in that regard.
They
speed
leveled
lines.
it up.
They
Absolutely.
did. They did. And they're good at that, actually. But I think this is awesome, Alan. So if you guys like it as well, please vote from the straw poll. Let me go over and see if I can't see what Kima was working on. You want to show it to us, Kima?
Do I? I'm pretty drunk. I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, I was
Yeah.
watching. I thought it looked pretty cool, actually.
She was
As far as I got, I gave up.
This one looks really good.
I think you could do a better drawing if you tried.
Yeah, I think it looks
Kima and
good.
One Doom Rabbit. I can't believe how good they are when they're hammered.
I know, right?
Oh,
I know, right?
It's like, wait a second, you're drunk?
Well,
What?
keep in mind she's a Canuck and Rabbit is a Brit, so they're kind of alcoholics by caveat.
I had a hard
Fair
enough
enough.
time finding the share screen button,
Mhm.
let alone draw.
Fair enough. What are we imbibing this evening, Kima?
One of 3 bottles of whiskey.
One of 3 bottles. Yeah, that would definitely ruin you. Yeah.
Don't try you. I need you alive to do the awesome thing.
That would knock your dong right in the water.
It would, dude. Now I'm hoping that it's at least Glenfiddich.
No.
No.
Oh, it's Black
Crown
Velvet.
Royal. It's Crown Royal
okay.
today.
Oh, Crown Royal. Crown Royal will do. Is it blue
on the
bag or
Twitter,
no?
I'd love to follow your
Yeah,
the progress of your
it's
book.
vanilla.
Oh, okay.
More paper bag, but
What?
Okay, we'll leave Kima a B. El Rodmus does have a question. He says, "Why do white supremacists love gay Rome so much, Chester?" I don't know. I don't really know.
I knew you'd see that question right away.
Wait, what did he say?
He said you're gay.
What about what?
He said you're gay.
Oh, he said I'm gay.
Awesome.
He said I'm gay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
good on you, El
Don't
Rod.
take it personal. Don't take it
No,
personal.
he calls everyone gay. That's fair. That is true.
I'm fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it's whatever. I was just I heard something about white supremacists, and I was just like, what?
Yes. Well,
What?
I think El Rod's trying to say that all white people are gay. Is what he's really trying to say. So
Fair enough.
it's okay. Elrod, if you don't know, he's a 7'2", 187-year-old black man, born in Kenya originally. So he's a racist.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on, we have Gabby.
The lore gets deeper.
It does. It does. But
And Gabby, I gotta say, I love this Arminius piece. He is a traitor of Rome, but he looks damn good in this picture.
well,
It does.
it does look awesome. It's a great job, Gabby. But really, what's coming in my head, Gabby, and I'm curious if this was your intention, the way he's standing and stuff, it's like, no, you didn't. Am I right?
Doing the Totoro point. I know exactly what she's going for.
I tried to find. Okay. I tried to find the least girliest JoJo pose, and it was Jotaro. So I just did the Jotaro
Yeah, like
pose.
that's this is the Jotaro point. He is the Chad of the JoJos. He is the most badass of them. So I mean, you went for the right one. All I have to say is I want my fucking legions back.
Yeah,
For
well,
real, like you, like 3 legions. Come on,
now,
3 legions.
but Gabby, I really feel
That's,
that you
that's okay.
now you
Germanicus
listen.
got got all those eagles back. You don't got no loot now, do you, Germanicus?
Oh wow, okay.
Or Herbert the German.
But I really feel that he wants to say, "Now you listen to me, Mister." It is
Gonna give you
perfect.
such a pinch.
Yeah.
Give me my wife back. Give me my wife back.
Oh, that's a deep
Right.
cut. That's a deep cut.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
deep. Too soon, I think, Gabby.
It is
Too soon. Too soon.
No,
But anyway, it's
no.
freaking epically awesome. I know that. So if
I,
you like what
I,
Gabby has done, please vote for the straw poll. Also, of course, Alan as well. You're not allowed to vote for Kima, but vote for her anyway because she's awesome. And let's see. I think I have just one more left today. Yep. And it's
yep.
Sheldon. Hi, Sheldon. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Yeah. You sound
Yay.
sleepy. Now I love your action ready, Julius. I love it.
yeah, he's ready to get into a fist fight. He's ready
He
to take down some fools.
he does.
Ready for some fisticuffs.
And his laurels are ready too.
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah,
that
he
is
doesn't skip
here is
leg
great.
day.
he wants you to cross that Rubicon with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He-
he's ready to
he's
give you
looking
the
to throw
old
some die
fist.
at some people.
Yeah, that is true. That is
I'm
true.
expecting him
He's
to
ready
be
to
Naruto
add
with
some
that
die.
villain.
I think it looks really good, Sheldon. Thank you very much. If you guys like what Sheldon has done, vote for him in straw poll as well. Now I'm going to go see if I can't find some draw along stuff. And whilst you guys go ahead and do your voting, I'll bring this up and put it on the big side here. There we go. So let me come over here and check. Alrighty, let me come in here, and I guess this would be in the draw along section. I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, there are some things in here. JD was working on an Iron Man, so let's show that.
Yeah, you have to. You also have to go through grosses.
I
Never
will.
show grosses.
I will. I'm going to
Okay,
show them all.
just so you know.
Yeah, I am a good boy, Jeff. I am a good boy.
Okay.
So here is JD's, and he's got. Let's see here. This is Iron Man is trying to keep 2 Roman men from fighting. Is that what it is? Maybe let me back up a little bit. I think no, those are punches. Those are punches and kicks. I think no. Help me out, Jeff.
Yes, they're punches.
Yeah, you're right. Punches
Yeah,
and kicks.
I think so. Just so I can make sure that I'm showing because I think I'm still showing the other side. So let me stop doing that, and then I will do that, and that will let. Oh yeah, and I'll do that. Okay, perfect. All right. So now you guys can see what I'm doing. Very nice here. So all right. So that's JD's. And let me move on here. We got ourselves Thunder Rat.
Really? Hey.
Look at that. That's pretty cool, dude. I like that.
Look at chin.
What do
You're
you?
gonna like blue moons.
I'm sure I will. What do you think of this one here, Michael? This is from Thunder Rat.
I am actually having issues pulling it up because I had to leave the house because I was waking up the kid. So I was out in the. I'm on my phone, looking at this through Discord, and I'm not able to see it.
Oh, that sucks. Well, it's okay. Because you're on your phone, I see. Oh, that's all right. I'm just showing the draw along stuff. That's really cool, Thundercat. Thank you. I got to find Rosa's in here too. And we have, of course, Elrod decided to do something, and he decided to be a little clever, and he has done Ligula, with a very fancy cat. His tail's up and wagging even. Ooh. Ooh.
I got to see the fan art one, the one from the chat. This is really good. I dig it.
This is a rather drunk and saucy Catligula. Very good, Elrod. Very
Oh,
good.
she's so
Very good.
cute.
Let's see. Oh, Rosa. Actually, Rosa, I like this Pompey.
Oh my gosh.
This
You
is a
like that?
great
How does
Pompey.
it Rosa?
Look at that, Rosa. No, I think this is probably the best thing I've seen from you, Rosa. This is good.
Amazing.
It does hurt.
That's
Yeah,
wow.
that is really good. Yeah, I've always felt that Pompey was a bit of a chubbier man.
Well, if you look, it's hard to draw chubby. He could bust people. So he's one of those guys that was bigger. He had a layer of fat, but he was muscle under there. And they used that fat to actually protect their internal organs when they were doing battle.
That is true, and he was quite the general.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, he was one because when you see busts of him as a younger man, he's far more angular in his face. Because there are busts of him when he's younger. He's way skinnier. The most prominent busts of him are from around the time of the Civil War, where he is a much older guy.
Sure.
Like he was Julius Caesar by almost 10 years. And so like when Caesar is crossing the Rubicon, he's in his late 40s, early 50s, and Pompey's in his late 50s. So like he's got a little bit of a chubbiness going on, because he's been living the good life in Rome. Like that's why I was even saying like he was. I honestly think that the Civil Wars might not have happened if Crassus was the one that had stayed in Rome and Pompey had gone to Parthia, and then Caesar had done his Gallic campaigns. Because if that had happened, Pompey's ego wouldn't have gotten hurt, and Crassus was meticulous. I don't think that he would have been. I don't think that he would have been near as butthurt as Pompey was by seeing Caesar get all this glory. And then once Crassus dies, the glue that holds the triumvirate together goes away because he's the piggy bank.
Yeah. No, that's true. But I'm in my early 50s, and I wouldn't want to be crossing no Rubicon. I know that. Anyway, very nice, Rosa. This is a really good piece. We got another piece here from Elrod, and we have The Embrace, a very, very dark version of it, I would imagine. But boy, that looks good, Elrod. Damn.
I'm waiting for it to load up because some cool hands.
Yeah, that is really good. Good job, Elrod.
He's good. He's good.
He is good. Yeah. And he's
That's
lightning.
really cool.
Yeah, and he's Kirby fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna go over on the Twitter to freaking Blue Moon. I gotta go over the Twitter to pick that up. So goodness gracious, here. Let me do that real quick. See if there's anything else. Let's see. I'm supposed to do the hashtagging, right? That's right. So I type in that, and then this one. Okay, I can spell. Nice. Let's go to latest. All right, so we got
I love that
Alan's.
Tester is narrating his hashtagging.
Thank you.
This is great.
Thank you. So here's Blue Moon, and dude, you win. You win. You win. You win, Doug. It's a win for you.
Always.
That's a great idea.
That's a freaking awesome idea. Yeah.
Doug is amazing.
That is really cool. Pizza. Although before I left the
So
state,
Blue Moon won.
yeah, Blue Moon wins.
Already.
Yeah, he wins. Yeah, always. Before I left the States 30 years ago, I had eaten a Caesar's pizza once, and I thought it was quite bad. Yeah, that was 3
For a
decades
while,
ago.
they were like $5.
So,
It is good for the value. That's how I always like to put it. Because like Little Caesars, it's $5 for a large pie. It is the cheapest pizza on the market, and for what it is worth, it is easily like, if you're comparing it to the other fast food pizza places, it is the best bang for your buck. That is not a high bar.
Yeah, if you're really hungry.
I suppose, yeah, but
If you don't care about pooping.
Beloved by
quality
you
over quantity, I would say. But
everywhere.
Yeah, like I said, it's been 30 years since I've been in the States. So, but anyway, he's got another one here, and this is Pompey, I'd say.
Oh, jeez.
He's got his pizza though, so he's good to go.
Yes, Caesar. Come meet me here, because I am not walking to you.
It needs to be
Oh,
fatter,
boy.
more fat. Yes, Caesar, I'm here to oppose you. That's better. A little fatter. But then he's got his video, of course. So let's go
Caesar,
ahead and bring this up.
I need a mega-sized chariot to meet you.
Holy shit! He actually found the old Little Caesars promo ad. It's funny.
Oh, wow.
Demonetized.
Pizza, pizza.
No one's making money off that music now, anyway.
Nah,
No, this is way back. This is way back. This is 80s.
Pizza, pizza.
Wow, good job, Blue Moon, man. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome, as usual, of course. And that is everyone. But sweet, some really good stuff here. I really love what Rosa did. It's really nice. Yeah, and a couple other things. Elrod, of course, looking great. And we got this from Thunder Rat, and of course JD. I'm still. I think it's supposed to be punching fists, maybe.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
It's
So,
the multiple punching fists, but I
I
don't know
think that's what it is.
what's
Yeah.
framing it all. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, it's okay. Awesome.
At least
So
he went for it.
yeah, he did, and that's what counts. So let me bring it back up here, and I got to vote myself. So let me
He
go
draws
ahead.
really fast too. That probably
Oh,
only
yeah.
took. That probably didn't take him too long to draw that.
No, he wasn't here very long, so clearly it
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah. All right, let me bring this down here and bring it over, and then put you guys back up so you can see the artists and stuff here. All right, so what do we got? Who won the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition? SPQR's Bizarre Adventure plus Elysian Fields and such. All right, so let's see here. We have my first choice is Amy. A Rubicon sounds like a set of D&D dice, Lester. That is true. That is true. It does sound like it, and we know how into D&D Amy is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I know all the dragons and dungeons and trap
These are some
cards.
monsters.
Perfect answer, Amy. Good job.
Yep.
Then we have Melissa, our honey. I just ordered a Rubicon sandwich, Lester. Dude, I do love me a Reuben. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had a Reuben in years, man. Let's see. Next we have no cleavage. Time. Thy time. This time. Jeff, the spelling again. But Amaran, no, we didn't get. We got a really badass Caesars. What we got, but no cleavage. That is true. Alan et tout brute Holmes Alonso. Okay. All right.
Holmes.
Holmes. Yeah.
Et tu brute Holmes.
Oh, I get it. So I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Let me do it again. Et tout brute Holmes. Is that better?
That was terrible, Los Angeles.
Help me out, Alan. Teach me. You say it again.
You're fucking narcus, eh?
Okay, fucking narcus, eh? Is that better?
Need fucking Cheech to say
Et tu
it.
brute Holmes. Better?
Et tu brute Holmes.
Et tu brute Holmes. Okay. Alonso, of course.
A couple gang members arguing with each other on chat.
Yeah, I know, right? We got Gabrielle. All this talk about Romans makes me hungry for ravioli, Geski. Really? Do you like the ravioli, Gabby?
Oh, ravioli so good.
They
like
are.
pesto.
I prefer the stuffed shells. Those are good.
What about canned raviolis?
Oh God, no Boyardee, please. Thank you. All right, okay.
That guy was an alumnus of my high school.
Oh, was he? Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, Chef Boyardee was an alumnus of Valley Forge Military Academy.
Sweet.
Wow.
Look what he went to do with himself. What a good job. That's the American.
I mean, hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
whatever.
I thought he was a
I
made
guess
up dude
they'll
like
take rations.
Aunt Jemima or something, or not Aunt Jemima, but like Uncle Ben.
that KFC guy.
Okay. So Rosa, Veni, Visi, y'all, y'all,
That's
y'all.
out of order.
I know it is, but it's Jeff. Don't be nice. Just be nice. He's an elderly man. Deodo.
It's okay.
And then we
He's a
got
professional writer.
yes. Then we have Sheldon. Caesar was short because the pizza box says so. Martin, fair. That is fair. They all were short. They were super short, little teeny guys. Although
He wasn't that short.
no, he wasn't. And some of the later ones were ridiculously tall. Nero was freaking near 8 foot, dude. Absolute monster.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, no, there's some
Yeah,
really
Nero
big ones.
Nero was tall.
Yeah. Huge guy, yeah. A lot of those old rulers of the back in those days, and even earlier, were pretty big. Some of the pharaohs were similar size, just ridiculous. Yeah, really big people. But it makes sense, I guess. They seem more godlike, I suppose. But nevertheless, who
Men
am
of
I going to?
renown.
What do you say?
There were giants back then. Men of renown.
That's true. There were giants back then. Yeah. But anyway,
y'all.
that there you go, where conspiracy theories abound. But I got to pick, Rosa. Let me pick. So who am I going to pick? I think I had made a decision. Did I change my mind? No, I didn't change my mind. I think I really like it. So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I did it. It's done. It's been done. I wonder if you guys
It
can guess.
happened,
Who did I
everybody.
vote for? You guys want to guess?
No.
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I vote
Don't guess.
women.
How?
No, it's too easy to vote for Alan. I mean, God, you can vote for him every time.
Every time.
And you just don't like me.
Hey, my vote mattered. Damn, that
Yay.
doesn't
Did.
happen often.
Who won?
Well, I'm going to give it a second, but my vote certainly changed the standings. So
Oh wow.
good on you, Gabby. You're leading now because of me. You should thank me.
Who's Gabby? I mean,
Thank
it's
you,
very
Chester.
brave of you to say now, but
Thank you, Chester.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, I just you could pick any one of them anytime. But I just really like what she did today because my God, look at that. He is so gay.
Yeah,
He is
it's
so
pretty
gay. It's perfectly gay.
fantastic. I mean, that's JoJo. That's JoJo in a nutshell, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like, I adore it, but like that is JoJo in a nutshell. Like
Right.
it's crazy because I remember I had finished Diamond is Unbreakable, which is part 4, the one right after Stardust, and I wasn't too crazy about it. I didn't think it was particularly well paced. And so when I saw how Golden Wind looked, because there is a drastic change in the animation style and the art style, how Araki handles his character models and everything when you get to Golden Wind.
Right. Oh no, he loves his gayness. He's a super gay dude. I was trying to be politically correct because Jeff yells at me, and I was trying to say I don't like the art style, but no, it's just really gay.
Yeah, like and
So you weren't even trying.
But like when I was I remember because I saw it and I was like, you know what, I think that this is probably going to be where I like stop watching, stop reading, and then I had a buddy of mine goes like, no, you don't. Go watch Golden Wind, and I'll be damned if it's not like my favorite part of JoJo.
Yeah.
I adore Golden Wind.
Oh, like it's very popular here. Like I said, my kids love JoJo, and I've watched some of the series with them. It's pretty well written, actually. It's a good show or a good story. I just my God, dude, the art style just absolutely throws me off.
Absolutely bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers, and it completely like I honestly think that that's one of the things I enjoy about JoJo is that it completely knows what it is and it owns it at every turn.
Oh yeah, no. And over here in Japan, because there is no Abrahamic influence really, it doesn't matter. People don't think like we would, right? So it doesn't matter at all. It's an art, especially when it comes to artistic things. In day-to-day life, it's go somewhere else, I guess. But in artistic endeavors, the Japanese don't give a shit at all.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Kentaro Miura his Berserk is like kind of testament to that as well, because you would never find anything like that in current media over here.
Oh no, Berserk is awesome though.
People
I
have
do
been.
love that. Yeah.
I adore Berserk, and I love it, and it's one of the funniest things because like Elden Ring has brought Berserk into the public eye over
Has
here,
it? Oh,
and
that's cool.
people are throwing temper tantrums. There are people on Twitter throwing temper tantrums about how it promotes toxic masculinity and this,
Does
that,
it?
the other. Like, you guys have missed. No, it doesn't
No,
promote
it doesn't.
toxic masculinity.
Guts is just a primal
It is
urge, is what Guts is.
like it's just a bunch of oversensitive people finding out about Berserk for the first time and seeing things from like the Advent out of context and throwing temper tantrums, and I'm just like, this is why people make jokes about you guys.
Sure. Well, you know, Michael, you're really lucky that Eric's not here because he's super sensitive.
Oh my gosh, I gave him
I'm sorry,
6
Rosa.
fingers.
What?
Is everyone okay?
I don't know. Something happened. Someone was talking. I was trying to give an opportunity.
Well,
What is Gabby talking about?
I gave Armenia 6 fingers. Oops.
No, don't you dare change it. That is the sign of the beast.
Don't look at that. Don't look at the extra finger.
No. It's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yes, perfect. The sign of the beast. It is perfect. Yeah, no, don't look at it. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Yes, it's perfect. Yes, it makes perfect sense
So
now.
sad now.
The mark of Cain has been discovered after all these years.
I always heard he was a great pianist.
I'm sure he was. I bet you. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think I've given enough time. And I want to say thank you very much to Rosa, Sheldon, Alan, Melissa, Amy. Thank you guys all for, and of course, every week you guys do amazing stuff. But thank you all very much. Claps for everyone. Claps.
Yay!
Yay! But we have a tie today. But of course, I'm not sure what Mike is doing on the other side. But I think you guys can go over anytime you want. It sounds like. But nevertheless, we do have a tie, so I want to give it up for no cleavage this time, Amaran, as well as Gabrielle. All this talk about Romans makes me hungry for ravioli geski. Yes. So congrats to you guys. Congrats. Very nice. Very nice. All righty. Well, let's raviolis. You know, I do like me some raviolis.
We'll have a draw off.
It's been
only one winner.
Oh, that's right. We'll do a draw off. What can you do in 1 minute? Go. Okay. But it doesn't matter. I think stuff's awesome. Amron's was really, really great today. I almost voted for this one actually. But I just couldn't resist that Arminius. It's too perfect, dude. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's freaking awesome. He's just so put out. He's miffed. It's really awesome, dude. But anyway,
I'll give you your legions back when you leave Germany.
This very instant. God. All right. Let's go through here, Michael, and what we're going to do now is let everybody promote.
Bet.
Okay.
I think he looks fabulous.
He does
So
look
go ahead.
fabulous. But Michael, we're going to go through here and let everybody promote whatever they're doing, and then we're going to finish up with you to do your elevator pitch for your campaign. And I'll bring up the page again, and then of course Jeff will take us out of here. So, Amy, you got to say something really nice to the people.
Thanks for coming to see us tonight. And I hope you enjoyed all of the lovely artwork here. Everyone did a really great job. I'm always around on Discord if you want to get in touch. And let's see, I draw here. And I do a lot on, well, I'm always around Middle Earth Storytime if you want to check that out. As for socials and everything, I mean, you can find all of that on our website, unseenkingdom.com. We'll be posting some more stuff there when we're to a point where there's much to talk about. But right now, it's all kind of in the works. But still, thanks for coming by, everyone, and have a great night, okay?
Thank you very much, Amy. And of course, Jeff's already on that. He's put your links up.
Stomach.
Yeah.
I
I know,
love
dude.
how
I
that
know. I
thing turned out
know.
fully colored. It's adorable.
Can't
It is.
digest sugar.
Okay. So Amraz, say something nice to Amy.
I can't digest sugar.
I know, dude.
I can't. It's
I know.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel the diabetes growing in my toes. I do. But anyway, Amraz, you got anything to say?
As usual, not really. Just
Maybe.
yeah, you can find me on DeviantArt and Patreon
Wow.
and
Awesome.
Twitter.
Well, and Jeff has got your links
I'll
up there,
follow
so
you.
that's awesome. Yeah, no, it's awesome
Yeah.
stuff. That's a
Ahead of the
lot
curve.
more enthusiasm than we normally get on Amaran, so I'm very excited.
I think he's happy he won.
I think he is happy. Yeah, I think, and
Yeah.
that's freaking awesome piece, dude. It's badass. Man.
Yes.
Killed it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I draw my dudes buff. I
You
draw
do.
my women voluptuous.
That's right. Did you have your Vegemite today? You seem a little under energy.
I did. I
Sweet.
did actually.
Sweet. Yeah.
Squeezable.
Squeezable Vegemite.
Yeah.
Well, no, I would love for one day for you to explain to me how the Australians found themselves eating the gunk that was wasted on the side of the walls after making beer. How did that happen?
It was
a
just
prison
too
colony,
delicious.
right?
Mess
Prison
up.
food.
Just don't waste anything, I guess. Yeah, that's what Vegemite is, by the way.
Yes, we know that, but we still eat it anyway because we love it.
Fair enough.
Beer
There
gunk.
you go.
Beer gunk. You know, after they make
like
the
a
beer, the
mineral.
gunk on the side of the walls is Vegemite.
Yeast. Yeah, it's eating
Wow.
it's yeast.
I had
Yeast
no
extract.
idea about
We
that.
usually use medication for that, Amron, just so you know. Anyway, thank you very much. Our other co-winner today, Gabby. Hi, Gabby. Would you like to say something nice? Gabby? Gabrielle?
Yeah.
She might have went to the can.
No, she's roboting. I can't.
She probably went to get the raviolis.
No, she's trying to speak.
For voting for
there
our
it is.
pieces.
Yes.
Can you trust it? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you
wait,
now.
wait,
Go ahead, Gabby.
Wait. Can you hear me now? Hello?
I can.
Okay.
And she's gone.
Thank you for watching the show and voting for us, you guys. You can follow me on Instagram. No.
Okay, I heard thank you all very much for watching us and Instagram, which Jeff's already got. So, cool.
Can you
Well,
hear
we
me?
can't.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
you're roboting pretty bad, Gabby. That's all right. You had a great piece.
No.
I'll
6
follow
figures
you
in
on
all.
Instagram.
There you go. And you're being followed. Oof.
Dang it.
Dang it.
You're the best, Gabby.
I'm being followed. Oh.
You are. I do apologize. You can blame me, I suppose. But thank you very much, Gabby. Melissa, would you like to say something?
Yeah. Well, thanks for rooting for us and watching the show, and we hope you had a great evening hanging out. And thanks for everything, and it's great seeing all the fellow artists, and I just love this. I mean, I cry when I keep on biting off more than I can chew and stuff like that, but it really is wonderful. Art is just the best, and
Yeah.
I'm glad we get to share this together.
Oh, cool.
If you want to talk to me, you can visit on Zakino.com or also anywhere you can find Amy, you'll find me. I'm just a stone's throw away.
And joined at the hip.
They are. They're
Yeah.
twins, you know.
Oh,
But no, Melissa, very happy to have you here. Absolutely. I love every week being able to see what kind of gift you're going to come up with. It's really neat. So thank you for joining us for sure. Keenma, would you like to burp maybe?
No. Thinking about it, but no.
Okay. When are you dropping the howl, by the way?
Hopefully soon. I'm in talks with the company right now, and they're gonna try and get me a team to help me work on it. So that'll be fun.
It will be fun, and it is highly anticipated. We've been watching her work on panels for this for quite a while. Of course, we have so many great artists that come in here and join us, but there's no way in the world that Kima should not be putting out monthly comic books. That's just plain and simple. So I'm looking forward to it. Everyone else is too. Kima, thank you. Sheldon,
He's
sir,
awesome.
Yep. Hello.
hi.
Oh, I just have the Instagram thing right now.
It's okay. Just
So follow me on that. Hopefully Jeff has the correct link to it.
Jeff is awesome, so I'm sure he does.
You messed up on Gabby's, Jeff.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you can follow Line Block as well. He's Jonathan Fleming, Andrew's brother. He's a pretty good artist too.
And fair enough.
Oh, sweet, you got my correct Instagram.
There you go. See, Jeff knows what he's doing, man. Jeff knows what he's doing.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you for coming
You
in.
say that
Sheldon.
all the time. I get it now. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this show. It's funny. It's good to be on a show where you just be an idiot and.
That is my playing field. Idiocracy. That's me. Thanks.
Right
Sheldon.
on, brother.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the.
I'm trying
promotion.
to get MVP.
Yeah, that's true. You are. And speaking of you, Alan, and your
great.
MVP-ness, sir, what do you got to sell us, man?
And you can still get the Lost Pages 2. Tales from Noah Terra is all funded. You can get that on Indiegogo too. The Ace Volume 2 is almost all funded, so sign up for that one if you can. The Atros City on Amazon, you can check that out. That's my book. And sign up for CG Vacation, which should be up by May 29th. And that's going to be fun.
Awesome. And Jeff's got all those links up there. Definitely check that stuff out. I really enjoyed Atros City. I thought that was pretty cool, dude. All right. Let's see here. I got this person. I got that person. I got this person, and I got that person. I got everybody but Rosa. So Rosa, and then we're going to come to you, Mike. Hi, Rosa.
Woo. Hi. Can you hear me?
I can.
Good job. I flat died on the way out, so thank you for letting me back in. I made it. So, Watcher of the Damned, it's epic 6-book series, sci-fi western romance with mutant cowboys, cyberpunk chupacabras, and plucky girl heroes rolling up revolution in a dystopian future in Texas. So be there. Sunday. Well, actually, it'll be more like next week, because I gotta get my Purgatory papers out. That's the 7th book. We've already got it in formatting. It's done in a D&D format, so that way, because I love playing RPG, and Chester knows we played before, him and Tank and everybody, lady. And so I did it sort of as did a character book actually with all with their little stats and things in there.
Oh, that's
and we've got that already 50,000 words into the 8th book, which is Trail of Travail, and we've got our heroes on the road. So Prometheus Award nominee for Best Novel 2021. If you can, go look at it, please. Give me some reviews. I love it. And by the way, Jeff, your book is a 5-star book. I read it. Super awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I missed you. Yeah, so please. I've got reviews. They always look for the reviews and stuff, and everybody reads me the first one. So if you've read my second one, I'll be sending you my second one, Kenma. And if anybody here actually wants to have a copy, if you're on my stream right now, DM me afterwards, and I will send you a free copy if you want to look at it and review it. So I will send you the whole thing.
Sweet. That's awesome. Thank you, Rosa.
Y'all are so awesome, and a wonderful show today, guys. It was great.
Yeah, some really good stuff as usual. Really neat and an interesting idea. So, all right, Michael, I'm going to bring up your Indiegogo page and just go ahead and give us that elevator pitch, dude. No, hold on a second. Where did I do that? I'll be over here, I guess. No. Hold on. I will find it. Hold on a second. There it is. Boom. Got it. All right, go ahead, dude.
All right. So SPQR's Bizarre Adventure is the not so accurate historical retelling of Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon in a way that you never knew you needed, with flamboyant, muscular men doing dramatic poses and lots of barrages of punches.
Mhm.
It is a JoJo-inspired parody of historical events that is going to just be an absolute blast through 33 pages of story. And this also serves as a great place for you to catch up on our Nine Realms back catalog content, as we have remastered Elysian Fields. We brought in a new colorist, Avery Ferdinand, who has recolored the Zero Issue and Pyramid Gambit. And if you missed out on our flagship title, The Embrace, last year, you get a chance to get in on that here too. We have a whole bunch of great stuff on the campaign, everything from our books to merchandise, like in an 18-inch Embrace plushie, and a lot more. So please come check us out if you haven't already supported us so far. We've got a lot of great value on the campaign, and thanks so much for having me here. It's so awesome watching on all of you guys work on the art for like showing off the characters that I've done. So it's been really cool seeing that, and it's been a pleasure meeting you. I'm definitely going to be making sure that I'm following all of you guys on social media. So
Sweet. All right. Well, there you go. Definitely go check it out. He's definitely fun to the comic, which is awesome. But pile on that. It looks really neat. And it's a great concept. So thank you very much for coming in, Michael. And Jeff, you do enjoy breathing into your mic quite a bit. It's a nostril breath too, I can tell. Yeah. I can feel the nose hairs. I can feel them.
Well,
Yes.
part of it's also because it brushes up against my beard, and it's like, so.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
it's the nose breathing, really. But that's all right. Jeff, take us out of here.
Well, that's also allergy season.
Mhm.
So Revenant in the Tomb, link is in the chat. Running around 3.5, 4.5 stars, somewhere in that area, depending upon where you go. Audiobook, ebook, and paperback available in a number of places. Working on my next book, which is tentatively titled The Wizard Odo, and hoping to have that out at the earliest later this year. But if I get lucky, or early first quarter next year. So
sweet.
And as far as insightful stuff, well, whatever.
Yeah, we don't get namastes anymore.
We don't do that.
No, we don't. But you know what?
Leave that for Thundaro.
I'm glad that's true. I'm going to give my guests an opportunity, though. Michael, would you like to say something wise and insightful that I could end by saying namaste upon?
Oh God. Whatever it is you want to do with your life, you are your greatest obstacle. Don't let yourself stand in the way of achieving greatness.
Cool.
I was going to say that.
Namaste. Indeed. Later.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Pizza.
I love how
Oh, no,
when
I
the girls say goodbye, they sound identical. That is awesome.